Okay, we are a go. I think I have my volume up slightly too high in my ears. Yeah, there we go. Audience won't notice a difference, but I certainly will, because I won't be able to hear my own self-talk if it's up too high. Let us get Cole on the horn, shall we? Probably just tell him to go into streaming/multiplayer chat. I think.
Beep.
Beep.
Why do we always start off our calls like this?
I don't know. Should we just go straight to stream chat since we're going to be going into Dunscaith almost immediately?
We could if you want.
Okay. I will meet you over there then.
Yep. Okay. Yep.
Oh, okay. I was going to say, you didn't hang up the call. How can you... How can you make that thing if you don't hang up the call? Okay. I see SB is preemptively already
I was in the middle of
chat, so.
having a conversation. What the fuck, Jimmy?
I mean, I'll put you back if you want.
Put SB back in here or I'm gonna throw a brick in your general.
Hang on, how about we do it this way? Now you guys can have your conversation. If I can ever get Discord to scroll down, Jesus, hang on. Okay. Here, hang on. Yeah. Now they can have their conversation while I get ready. Yes, SB, hello. We are in fact getting ready to do Dunscaith today. Yep. Yep, we are going to be doing it in just a few moments once we get started. Speaking of which, we'll get started in 2 minutes. That's when we'll get started. Oh, boy. Excuse me for a moment while I blow my nose. I'm sure Cole's getting pissed at me upstairs. God, I hate excess mucus. I know mucus has its uses, but excess just seems, well, excessive. Okay. I think now would be a good time to take a drink because it's been about 2 minutes. So let's do this. And wait a second before taking the drink because I almost did so while breathing in, and that would have been absolutely 100% against my biological needs. And go. And wait in queue. I feel like I was just here. It's probably because I was just here. I was thinking about starting the stream today back at my house so that I could take advantage of the breakfast that I made for myself at my house, but trouble with that is the fact that, well, Radlia is supposed to be picking us up at the airship landing here so we could go do Dunscaith. And I figured making her go all the way over there, like I know they're asking me to save the world from imminent peril, but making her go all the way over there might make her consider trying to do it herself, and that probably wouldn't end too well. How you doing, everybody? Welcome back to Final Fantasy XIV Stormblood, the stream edition. Last time, we took care of the Weeping City of Mahak after the last time we tried to go in and we were stuck in Yagd and couldn't go anywhere. We also took care of the first 4 turns of Alexander normal mode while we were at it, and today we're going to take care of Dunscaith, finish off the Alliance raids from Heavensward, and then we can move on to patch 4.3. So that is the plan for today. Let's see who's ready to go to Dunscaith. I know Cole and SB are ready to go. They are currently sitting in the multiplayer chat, and in case anyone was not here to understand what I was laughing at earlier, Cole said that he was in the middle of a conversation with SB, and I said okay, and then I took him out of streaming chat where I had just dragged him into and put him back into multiplayer chat. So evidently I'm feeling kind of funny today, I guess. Sometimes I have those funny moods. I thought it was funny anyway. I thought it was hilarious. Either way, hello Yugman, how you doing? We are just about ready to head for Dunscaith, so if you'd like to join us today, just like you joined us for Weeping City yesterday, let me know and head over to the multiplayer chat. Jump in a second. Alright, sounds good. Let me get Cole and SB in the thingamajigger real quick. Let me in. Cole sent me a thing saying, let me in. Let me in! Oh god, okay. Let's pull Cole up here. There's 1. And let's pull SB up here. There's 2.
Hello.
Hello. How funny was me putting you back in multiplayer, Cole? Because I thought it was hilarious.
I thought it was funny.
It was kind of funny.
I faked you out. You thought I was going to pull everybody into streaming, and then I was like, boop.
That was
Like
it was
you
a good
thought.
it was a good ruse.
I thought so.
So I wasn't here yesterday because I had tabletop, which was fun, but also I missed this, which is unfortunate.
Yeah.
What did you guys do besides Weeping City?
So we did Weeping City, and we did the first 4 turns of Alexander normal. So,
okay.
yep. You didn't
What do you
miss
think of
a
that so far?
terrible amount,
Yeah.
because we got through Alexander's stuff pretty quick. So,
Yeah, they're not super hard.
Yeah.
At least not early on.
yeah.
Most of them are fairly easy.
I didn't get to see
Especially
the vacuum cleaner mechanic in A4, but I did do it off screen, and I saw what it did for myself afterwards. So.
I forget what the vacuum cleaner is. Is that what it teleports you?
Yugman
Right.
and the other tank that was in A4 with us yesterday got sucked up into a quarantine room, and they had to kill an ad, and then they got sucked back into the normal.
Oh, okay, yeah, I do remember that mechanic.
Yeah,
I
that
wasn't
was
sure
it.
if that's the fight.
But I was main tanking A4, so I didn't. I don't know if that has anything to do with it, but I didn't end up getting sucked up. So.
I'm healing because you need a heal. You always need a healer to use. Who knows how to do these? This one.
Yes.
This is my favorite 24-man because I think it's a good level of difficulty, but also I think my opinion of level of difficulty is maybe a little higher than a lot of people's. Oh, there we go.
Okay.
So-
there's that. Let me get Yugman in here.
I like it. Are you healing?
Yes, I am also healing. I tanked Weeping City and I DPS'd Void Ark, so I said, I'll heal this one.
Okay.
We're gonna die!
I should switch over to Gunbreaker.
And here's Yugman.
Hey, what's up?
How's it going?
Going
Oh,
pretty
boy.
good.
Good. Just wake up again, or?
I actually did.
Oh, okay.
I had to wake up a little bit more early because it is Easter.
Right, yeah.
My house smells like food because my mom is making. We don't celebrate Easter, so we're just calling it spring dinner.
Oh, there you go. Yeah.
Traveling,
It's
good
very
for you.
dangerous.
What
Messes
is?
up your sleep schedule very bad.
Oh, yeah. Well, our mother is also making some food at the end of the day. She said she wanted to make turkey and ham, so I don't know why she's going all out, because it's not like we have guests, but I do appreciate it.
Yeah, we did the
nice
same
to-
thing.
It's a good excuse. It's a good time to have an excuse to do something fun.
Yeah, I guess that's fair. Yeah.
We should turn that music on. Get the full experience.
Because this word is like Gaelic, there's a pronunciation for it that's more correct. That's like Dwinski.
Yeah.
But it's hard to pronounce that because it's not.
Yeah, because I'm not like, Gaelic or Welsh or anything like that, so
Yeah,
I have a hard time. I mean, I've been saying Kate Sith this whole time when I'm pretty sure it's actually Cat She, but...
yeah, I think it's like Ketchi or something.
Yeah.
It's not actual Irish, so I think we're allowed to butcher it.
Just a little bit.
Well, I am good to go. Is everybody else on the class they want to play for Dunskythe?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Unfortunately, we do not have Bear Rays to support us.
No, unfortunately.
Yeah, it's level 60 something, I think.
Yeah.
6.
Yeah,
okay.
4.
Oh, cool. I do have the new relic weapon, so be in all of the branch I will be wielding for this.
Oh, good. We were just talking about that yesterday when we were doing Alexander, that it was literally a tree branch.
I actually like that it's a tree branch. I think it looks cool. I think it's druidy, which is nice.
I like the design, but I don't like the design as a relic weapon.
I guess that's fair, but also like I might have low standards just because I'm a scholar, and scholars are just like books.
A book, yes.
It's just a book. No
Yes.
because it can't have particles or anything, so it's just a nice book. The gunblade is really nice, though.
It is going good. How's it going for you? We are going into Dunskythe in just a moment.
I like the red mage weapon a lot, or not the red mage, the gunbreaker weapon.
Okay, I'm going to click register right about
Yeah,
now.
go ahead.
Okay. And now I sit by this nice warm fire and wait.
So, what are your thoughts on the stories of the 2 raids so far?
I've enjoyed them, I think, thus far. It's
This one-
it hasn't been like too like
It's not.
it's not too like really in depth, but it's like a kind of a bit of a standard plot. But the way that they've been handling it, I don't think is a terrible thing. I think it's nice that they're bringing back all these callbacks to previous
Yeah.
dungeons and raids and stuff.
It's not terribly elaborate, but it's nice. It's the only 24-man that doesn't reference another gamer series at all, as far as I know.
Mhm.
Like, it's entirely about things that are specific to 14, with the
Right.
exception of, characters, like enemies that recur.
Right.
Which I don't think really counts. Can you jump over here?
To their Irish mythology, this
Yeah.
24 man.
Yeah.
The next one especially.
Yeah. Doing alright, probably gonna go back to 14 to fight Titan sooner or later. Good luck, Conquer. Hopefully it goes well for you. Watch out for the landslides. They're one of a few killers in that fight.
What about Alexander so far? I assume you're finished with the Gordius quests.
Yes, yeah, we finished Gordius yesterday, and I like those too. It seems like it's just going to be a really cheesy plot the whole way through because it's the goblins, they're a comic relief beast tribe basically, and it just, I don't know, I've liked it so far.
Yeah, that's fair. Do you know the story of Gordius Savage?
No, don't think so.
Okay, well, let me tell you. Now, I was not playing when this was the case, so this is all secondhand.
Okay.
Gordius Savage was was the first time they ever made like a distinction between the normal tier that was available for the average player to see the story and the Savage tier.
Mm-hmm.
The issue was that Savage was the hardest tier this game has ever had for at least a lot of people. I think 1 wasn't too bad.
1 and 2 wasn't bad. The problem with 1 is they scaled the difficulty to where you needed like max DPS. which meant healers had to DPS in like 3.0. And the problem with that is back then you needed accuracy to hit the boss.
Yeah,
Healers
I remember
had
that.
no base accuracy. So at the time, average item level going into that was about 180. Healers had to use 150 accessories and overmeld accuracy on it, which meant they were like very squishy.
Oh my god.
That was what one of the big things was DPS. I recall hearing, I'm not sure if this is true, but for at least one of the fights, it was mathematically impossible to clear the enrage on current eye level, on minimum eye level.
Really?
Yeah, I can see it. It was really bad.
You saw Living Liquid. I don't know if you've seen the memes about Living Liquid, because that came.
No, probably not.
The most recent ultimate is based on Alexander, and the first part of it has you fighting Living Liquid again, which elicited reactions of terror because Living Liquid Savage was one of the hardest fights this game has ever had, and it was infamous because at the time, because of that and other things, Statics would just completely fall apart trying to do Living Liquid and being unable to do so.
Oh my
god. It was the static breaker.
Yeah.
Like people just not raiding afterwards.
Statics were even falling apart on Faust in A1 because they literally just did not have the DPS.
Oh yeah.
It was pretty
you know that the little robot that you fight?
Yes.
Started off?
Yeah.
He was a DPS check with mechanics. Where eventually he would get an arbitrarily large number of damage up stacks and just one-shot everyone one at a time.
That's not
good. So you legitimately had to prog boss to get to optimize it to do the DPS. And that wasn't the boss.
Yeah.
As you saw.
That was the trash.
That was the trash pull that you had to prog.
Yeah.
My impression is that 4 wasn't actually too bad, but because you had to get through the first 3 fights, very few people could actually clear it.
And like I said last time, 4 had a lot of dumb stuff where you could just ignore mechanics by sacrificing people.
Was this this is the bubbles, right? Where you popped the bubbles?
Yeah.
You were supposed to do it a certain way, but you could just have someone run through them and die, and it was less of a DPS loss than to try and deal with them.
Yep. Which is pretty funny to me. But I guess that's a testament to how kind of not well thought out those raids were initially.
It's unfortunate.
I did
pretty bad for the raid. My understanding
is that wasn't that bad, but I saw how stupid 2 was in Savage, and I'm like, all right, I'm not even gonna try.
2? Did you see the go-karts to the northwest?
Oh yeah, I got him to get into them.
Yeah, Cole and I jumped in them.
So. Yeah, because in Savage you have to use those, and you have to use those in very specific ways. So one person basically just doesn't get to do the fight because they have to mess with that the entire fight.
Oh, okay.
So they have to learn an entirely different set of rules and actions from everyone else.
Right. That seems a little silly.
Yeah. I believe the second tier was a lot better received. And the third tier is is the standard for difficulty now. I'm told like they try and balance tiers around the third tier.
Okay. I can see.
The second tier, I jumped back in and tried again, and yeah, the second tier was a lot better Savage-wise when it came out.
Yeah, that is good. Because my understanding was that Gordius was so rough that was actually bad for the ratings.
Yeah.
Like it diminished significantly the number of people who wanted to do hardcore.
Yeah, when Midas came out and I got into a static for that, you could really tell that they were trying to make up for Gordius.
Yeah. I don't know a lot about Coil's that rating. I know that that the base version was closer to Savage than a normal raid. And then they introduced the Savage version with second Coil, and I don't know how difficult that was. Pretty
difficult. At the time, not a lot. Did it because there was literally no reason to do it other than titles, and that's because a lot of people didn't really get into that. Is why they didn't have a Savage version of.
Wasn't that where you got the Twintania mount?
No, you get the Twintania mount from the friend recruit campaign where you get the gold feathers if recruit a friend. Yeah, it's a very bizarre place you get that mount.
Yeah, I'll say.
Yeah, that's unfortunate because it's super hard to set that up because like they can't have ever played before.
Yep.
So you'll have to like find someone before they play to get to recruit them.
Right.
I got one friend to play the game and got that, and I've been spending all the feathers on black dice because I know I'm not getting any more. I think it's 5 black dice for 1 feather though. You get 5, so I mean it's been lasting me like a couple years.
That's not bad then. That's not bad.
But
What
yeah,
you
early
laughing
rating in 14's very weird.
Was it?
I've heard super mixed things about this tier. I know some people love it. I know some people despise it.
Mm-hmm.
I really like E7S. No, not E7. E6S.
Yeah. I haven't cleared. I've only cleared 5, and I've been to Enrage on 6. My static fell apart, so I have to do
hugs. That sucks.
Hugs. It's because when they doubled the number of hours we were doing a week, and I didn't like that, they called me a casual and kicked me out.
I got lucky and got into a static that only raids for 2 days for 2 hours, and I'm like, all right, I'm not finding a static that raids less than this.
It was supposed to be mid-core where we go like 3 days, and then suddenly it was every day.
Yeah, you're like, in my opinion, if you raid more than 3 days, you're not mid-core anymore. Like,
yeah, that seems like an excessive amount. Like, that's a job almost at that point.
Yeah, that's the breaking point for me.
Yeah. And I mean, I feel good that I got through E5 on like the second night. Like, I think that's kind of an accomplishment.
That's pretty good.
But, yeah. 5 is nice. I do agree that the sentiments I've seen of 5 are that they don't like that the second half is just repeats of the first half.
It's really weird.
Yeah,
really
but
weird.
it's the mechanics in of themselves are fine. 6 is fine, except I'm still trying to get used to tethers because it's basically impossible to describe the last 2 sets of tethers without there being some confusion.
Oh.
Yeah, it took us a while to really get that because there's the part with the tethers. I don't know which one you're talking about. There's a part where you have to like not break them with people.
Tethers with air bump and like when you get the tank.
Okay, yeah, that one took us a while too because my tank didn't know he's supposed to run back with me, so he would drop the AOE and I would like get hit by it trying to run in.
Oh god.
That's we need it like diagram.
Also,
he didn't
yeah. Also, I don't like conflict strike, but that's because I'm a healer.
I kinda like it, but it's because I'm a DPS, so
you don't have to do anything during conflict. That's why you like it.
Well, we had a problem where we would bait the AoEs south and then go north and bait it, and then bait it south again, and then some of us would run north and then some of us would run south, and it would break the tethers. So we had to come like a rule, like, all right, just always deep south no matter what we do. And that took us a little while to figure that out.
I feel like I should pull up a paint document and like paint out what you guys are talking about as you're saying.
Okay, I'm not joking. That's what our static leader does.
It's pretty
funny.
I didn't hear what
I was just saying I feel like I should pull up a paint document and like draw out what you guys are saying as you're saying.
I had to do that with one group that I had because it was just okay. So I wanted us to try out a strategy for the first uplifts that seemed like it would work, and nobody understood what I was trying to explain. So I literally drew like a 4-part diagram for however we should move during that mechanic.
Did they end up going with that?
No, because we disbanded because one of the people was extremely transphobic, and the 3 other people quit because a different person had cleared with pugs that week.
Wow,
that's not good.
Yeah,
man.
Another reason.
I mean, I quit because I mostly quit because of the transphobic thing, because a bunch of other people were like, bye.
Right.
Yeah, that's one of the main reasons I went with the static I got now is because like they've apparently been together since like early Stormblood. I'm like, all right, that means they're all friends, so you don't have to worry about like. I guess
you just have to make sure you gel with that.
Yes.
Oh yeah, no. Like I got very lucky with the static I found.
Yeah, I have not had that luck. I've had really bad luck thus far, and I've kind of given up. Which is, I've been put off raiding like in general just because I really don't like doing with pugs, and I haven't been able to find a group that I liked.
Not like to scare you from it, but from what I've cleared E7S, and I do not know if that is possible in Party Finder. Like,
my impression is that E7S is extremely easy if you have someone who knows how to do shock.
Absolutely. Like,
but whether that means that it's like that doesn't apply for pubs usually. Yeah.
Yeah. So. Like, because we have my static leader doing callouts, there's mechanics I can just completely ignore and not have to even look at because he's calling out.
The
God damn.
The light and dark portals, I'm told, are easier in Savage than in normal mode because they follow such a specific pattern that you don't have to.
Easier. Yeah, the portals show up in the first phase, and it's literally easier than the first phase too, because like you said, it is preset what they do every time.
Is Dad leaving the door open to your room while he's vacuuming up there, Cole, or?
No.
Okay, good. Because I again, we've asked him again, and I hear he's still doing it.
I don't care.
I love my family. I'm sorry, Mom and Dad, I love you, but please, I'm not asking for much.
It's very unfortunate.
Nah, no, it's alright. He's, like I said, it's a remodeling project, so he's got a lot to do, and I'm sure he doesn't want to do it late at night, so.
Well, like it's not too terribly loud.
Yeah.
Is it like that whirring? There's kind of like a whooshing sound.
There is a small whirring sound in the background that is unavoidable because I have a fan for my computer that you guys can hear because the microphone is right next to it now. But you could hear, if you hear like an echoing whooshing sound in the background that's a little low, it's because Cole's microphone is close to where he's vacuuming and I'm downstairs where there's the sound kind of travels down in this direction. So if you hear it from two places, that's why, if you hear it. So.
Hey.
Aha.
Just checking my Twitter.
Go.
Yeah, like I said, I don't think this is my favorite 24-man, but it's very good. It's really good.
We're going to see how it is today. Once the other tank and the other 3 DPSs queue. That is.
Meanwhile, in Magic the Gathering, apparently fucking a card that was broken in every other format is finally broken it has broken literally all of the formats that it can be played in.
Oh.
So they kind of accidentally printed the most old version of card of that type in the game like last year.
I never got super into Magic, but I always had Magic described to me as every single card is broken, which means no card is broken.
No, not really. It's not that. It's not that extreme, but
I should pull in my chat.
There's that chess piece. Like that. Is that the dyed? There's a dude here with a outfit I really like, and I want to see what it is, but he's not in my party. Also, by the way, Jimmy, you're probably gonna die a lot. It's my favorite boss in the game. One of my favorite bosses in all of the Alliance raids.
I'm aware of exactly one mechanic in this entire Alliance raid, and it happens, I'm pretty sure, right away. So.
Also, I just like the visuals of this fight. What's happening here?
Okay, he got rid of the railings. That's not good.
I'm standing over here.
Let me do this real quick. There. If you need healing, come towards the plus. This is the one I'm aware of right here. Because they did it in the Garuda fight that was in the 15 crossover event as well.
Okay, it's over. Thank God.
Too close.
I'll get the red mage.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, that's right. I don't have a raise damn.
I'll get the Sam.
I also have to mention I love progging in Savage fights as written.
Also, heal them.
Power trip.
Yes.
I got a Tetra and
Well,
stuff.
okay.
Please don't stand in the death. Thank you.
I thought I had a
Void Arrow 3. Oh, okay.
I thought I could move out of that fast enough.
Whoa!
I knew it.
I'm just using the.
Okay.
I'm just using the wall there as like a, okay, I'm coming back from it. I don't have Swiftcast for 20 seconds.
I'll cleanse that. And then I'll raise.
What the hell is that?
I'm gonna slow raise Yugman.
Void Blizzard.
Cause I got mana.
Oh, okay.
Hi, friend.
Oh hell! Hang on, no! I'm gone. I'm not gone. Okay.
What the fuck?
Oh!
Yeah, that one's a rough one.
That was so close. Oh my god.
I got Swift. I'll get Cole.
Okay. I got Swiftcast back. I'll get the Samurai.
Lions, thank
Who's
you.
taking autos? Is someone taking autos during this?
I'm not sure, but
it's a tank in a different alliance, I think.
Okay. I'm
I'm helping.
Did you use Aurora?
Yeah.
Thank you.
Bolt of darkness.
That looks like pain.
Can I?
Oh,
okay,
goodbye.
I can't target him.
At least there's an
Right.
death wall.
Damn.
Did you see that recipe
Void
go
Death
off?
4. Yeah, I saw it. It just.
I'm
was
gonna
a
get the
little too
red
late.
mage.
Okay.
Get both. Because I got Actually, wait. shit.
I'm gonna whisper, and then I'll hard raise the
Okay.
samurai.
Can you cleanse those?
Cleanse. Oh yeah. Okay.
you
Yeah,
got
I didn't see him for a second. I was like, what?
You just assumed
Oh,
those.
okay.
It's not.
Ooh.
Put these over here. Sorry, Alex. Don't stand in it. Oh, okay.
Like pain.
Oh, somebody else got the samurai up while I was.
Oh, cool.
You know.
That was nice of them. It might have been
I
this
was
one.
gonna have to hard cast it, so there was a void sprite too.
Oh, we got a lot of.
So I'm guessing that's just the squares. If you're on the squares, you're dead from that, right?
Yeah, that just instantly kills you, I think.
Ah, okay. Oh, here we go again. Pop your sprints.
I did.
Eh.
Okay, cool. That didn't kill anybody.
Nice. It looked a lot like someone was about to die from that.
I thought so too. I'm gonna cleanse these.
Okay. I'll put up a barrier. No.
Oh, I dropped my. No, why did you bring that onto me? Oh, it's fine.
Oh, that's a square. Right behind me.
What did
White
we
Blizzard
start?
4. Oh, okay.
Okay,
Go
good.
over here real
Yeah.
quick. Okay, he swooped to the other side. Now we go back here.
Yep.
I'm learning.
Yay!
You did it. So a fun fact about that mechanic: if Deathgaze Hollow dies during that cast, the ice will disappear, but the knockback will still go off. So if you didn't sure cast, you'll clear the fight, but literally everyone who doesn't sure cast will just die.
Oh my god.
It's
Well, that
hysterical.
blows. I got the samurai's health there real quick.
Oh, okay.
Boy, arrows going out.
Yes, it is.
Which one? Cool.
3. Oh, wrong side, wrong side, wrong side, wrong side!
It's not that bad actually. It's better to
Oh, okay.
be on the wrong side and take the.
Okay.
Oh shit!
I almost got void death. Hang on. Hang on. I can cleanse a few of them.
I say that as, assuming you don't get hit into both things that give dots.
Yeah. Okay.
As we
all the way now.
frantically try to cleanse the entire party's dust.
Whoa, okay. We must have made it through the void gate? That must have been what I missed.
No, we're in Dunshi, which is the city. Of,
Oh, the city where the Mahachi were supposed to go. Okay.
We're still in Aors, yeah.
It's also the underworld in Irish mythology, I believe.
Nice.
Oh, hey, look who it is.
That's
Why-
a big boy.
Why are we going into Yarnum? Like, why is this literally the house that the guy was in that gave you the flame sprayer? Apparently it's on fire now. Maybe he let it off too early in this
That was
timeline.
Ferdiad, I don't know.
Oh, yeah, I wasn't here in time for Ferdiad. Everyone's running ahead of me too fast. I'm like one of the last people.
Okay.
Void crystals. Which alliance am I in? A, okay.
That was a melee LB. That's
Somebody
not how you
must have.
Kill them
That-
all before.
Okay then.
You want to. So what you actually want to use LB for is because there's more higher.
Oh, I see. And there's eyeball. Oh, they're already casting. They're already casting. I'm gonna get this guy on my thing real quick. This unblinking eye, so I can see when he's casting a thing. Out there, now he's casting a thing.
I'm petrified.
Yipes!
Why are you?
Like
why?
zoink scoop. I got call.
For fun.
You can't cleanse
I
that.
have the
Oh,
other
you
one.
can't
so-
cleanse it. Okay. Oh, good. Parthenopes again. And a dragon.
That is not how you're supposed to use LB. I have never seen anyone melee LB during this, let alone during the or not AoE. During doing a melee. I've never seen anyone melee LB during this, let alone twice. And let alone the eye. Just
They must really not like Ari men that much.
I mean, our men are kind of jerks.
Yeah, the one that I use as a mount is pretty chill. He was part of the Halloween event.
I know that one.
I see fucking eye mechanics, and I just think of the pots, and every part 5 map being just screams delete this.
I'm sad,
Whee!
by the way, because the person whose outfit I like is the scholar in Alliance B, and I think it's a Mog Station item.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so Jimmy, I'm just gonna give you a quick instruction. Throw up a certain mechanic, and it'll tell you don't do anything, and that means you actually just don't want to touch any other things happening because you don't know how to do it. You make it.
Oh, okay. Oh, that's an arrow. Hold on.
Yeah.
So Jimmy, I had a thought about your little rule about not discussing mechanics.
Ow.
It's a suggestion.
Okay.
Okay, so and follow me here. If there is a mechanic that exists in a party that, if we don't do it right, wipes the entire party and or the entire alliance raid, people can talk about it, because one person didn't do a mechanic is a pain in the ass.
I think I only saw half of what just happened there. Somebody took a stack. I have a shield friend. Jongleurs, is that an X or a cross? That's my question.
I have no idea.
I mean, I know it's an X, the letter, but does it mean X or does it mean something else? Cole, do you have aggro or are you not quite?
It's not me.
Okay.
I turned off my tank stance.
Okay, everyone's moving over here, so okay, thank you. I saw everybody moving and I was like, oh, okay, I see. Okay.
Yeah, I'll be real.
Alright, this is the mechanic that if you do wrong, can kill him.
Fire resistance down too.
The fuck?
Oh, okay, it turned to water. Okay. So turn it to water and stand in it, maybe?
You don't have to stand in it.
Oh, you don't have to stand
But you do have to turn them to water, and if you walk over them and change them back, you can kill everyone.
Oh, well that's not good. Oh, crap. 30 adds 4.
Friend!
Yikes.
Did you get booped?
That was a lot of damage that I just took.
Who's petrified?
They have eye mechanics.
Oh, do they? Great. Good thing I'm not looking at anything other than the one that I'm... Oh, what is
I almost
that?
turned because I was checking people's HP.
Lucky Piero.
Oh, I played a terrible Dance with Death there for a minute.
What did you do?
I got closed into the AoE and had like a second to run out of it.
Oh.
So I don't think this... I think that just instantly kills you into it. So don't be saying that.
Yugman, you're too far away. I can't heal you. Where are you? There you are. I got you. Oh, okay. Wailing Atomos.
This is just great wide damage.
Okay.
It's not that... I was gonna say...
I have Indum. Oh look, the bone stacks are starting to fall off. Good. They'll be back,
yeah, I have
but...
second most aggro.
Well, Cole must turned off tank stance then.
I did.
Here?
Yeah.
I cannot tell the spot.
I'm right.
Yeah, we're fine.
Yeah. So, I assume you figured out that mechanic.
So the yellow ones you have to get close to, and the blue ones you have to stay away from, and they'll go to different spots depending on which gate it goes into.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
It's easy.
You know, considering you don't really play this game a whole lot, Jimmy, like, fairly intermittently, you're very good at figuring out mechanics. Oh.
I've played a lot of... oh my god, this is not a good spot. This is not a good spot!
I can stay right here and everything is fine.
I found a spot.
I did.
It's fine.
Really good geometry there.
I didn't trust the geometry, evidently. Yeah, I've played a lot of action RPGs with telegraphs before this, so I've got some knowledge that helps with that sort of stuff, I guess.
Did you ever play the YIS games? YS?
No, but I've been meaning to play Ys Origin. Todd's been yelling at me to play Ys Origin for a while.
I heard,
so.
yes.
That'd be a little similar.
I momentarily mixed it up with and my opinion of it was going to diminish significantly.
Stack up.
They're very weirdly pronounced games.
As do you know the one that's like YIIK? That's supposed to be pronounced 2.
Oh, yeah, no, I don't like that. No, I don't like that.
Yeah, if you did, I'd be concerned.
What is it pronounced like? Because I was gonna just say
It's supposed to be pronounced like the Roman numeral K, Roman numeral 2 rather. So it's Y2K.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
It's a very bad like RPG with a really bad self-insert character.
It's terrible.
Okay.
Everything. There's a lot of social commentary that's really misplaced and like.
Fun fact: this used to be a different boss right here.
Yeah.
Proto Ultima.
This was originally just a suck.
Oh.
Because apparently at one of the fan fests they always kind of have like a secret boss that you can only play there, then they implement into the game later. So Proto Ultima was the boss there, and they're like, all right, where do we just make it its own instance? What do we do? Just get rid of the succubus. Just
Whoa,
put
okay.
him in here.
My surecast has failed me. I popped surecast because when you fight Ultima weapon, if he does the first cerulean vent and you pop surecast, you won't get knocked away by the big whatchamacallit? Etherochemical flare.
It's a raid wide.
Yes.
Rude.
How rude. Okay.
Why do I have to stack in this?
Why is it stacking on a big electric ball? Oh, okay.
I don't know if there was a person in there.
Iconizer.
Away.
But not too far.
Can't actually go further. It's just
No.
oh.
I'm going over here. I'm going with the other alliances.
I don't have time to get my spell.
Ooh.
Oh.
Whoa.
Okay.
That's a lot of damage.
I didn't have my size updated. Sorry.
Oh, okay. He was using a laser. Elegant dreadnoughts.
Ah, it's bullying me. Cole is bullying me.
Wrecking ball.
We're fine.
Supernova. Okay. Cole, hang on for a second.
I got it off.
Stay there, Cole. Okay.
Ow. Face.
Oh, I don't have.
Bits are up.
Okay. And down.
I don't know how this mechanic works. Oh.
Ether collector.
Okay. So if you want to be an ass, Jimmy, this automatically gives people LB free, so you just steal it.
Only if everyone dies.
Or Cole can take it if he wants. It looks cool.
True.
I actually really like Gunbreaker LB3. And it's not like we need it.
Should I use it?
Yes, do it.
You can if you want, unless you don't want to kill this thing.
I don't know if I've ever
We don't,
actually
we don't need
Gunmetal Soul.
I did it anyway. My life is complete. I did the LV3.
I really like the sound effect, honestly. It sounds like exciting. Like
Don't
it
you get
sounds
to,
like you're doing a cool thing.
Yeah. Don't you get to see it in the Gunbreaker quest or something?
I don't remember
You do,
an
in the
NPC
Assembly
like
quest.
it at a certain point, but I don't think so.
Hmm. Yeah, the fell magic makes sense considering we're walking into a blood door. Am I going to Canehurst Castle all of a sudden?
What is this, Devil May Cry 5?
Oh boy.
I have
In
to
a
like
way,
that
it
costume.
could definitely be a Devil May Cry boss.
Why
We
is
have
Alice
multiple
in
police don't
Wonderland
pull
here? Seriously,
I
why
really
is
like-
Alice in Wonderland here?
That's a great question because no other Void Descent in this game is like this, but I love that it's like this.
All right then. I'm a little confused, but oh, this is Skathak. Okay, I was like, wait a minute.
Yep.
Okay, now it makes sense. A little
Which is
more
supposed to
anyway.
be
I thought it was just some random void send, but no.
No, this is the Queen of that.
Ooh, okay.
Oh, I forgot about the thing. Ow!
I was not quite standing there.
I'll probably
Hang on,
I
gotta
forgot
bend
she
down.
does that.
Thanks.
She is a jerk. Creepy, shaking and sick.
Shades.
No.
What did?
What?
Okay, hold on. I see. Yeah, okay, I see it. I was like, wait a minute, those look like arms. And after the haircut from the last time, I was like, okay. Oh, I got. That took about 5 seconds to register.
Don't take the bait. Don't take
Whoa.
the bait.
Okay.
I took
Oh
the bait.
God.
Ow.
Okay. I guess I'll end them. I'm gonna
I'm
do
ramparting.
this.
I'm not
I'm gonna be
dealing with
using
that
Indom
full
probably
stack,
more
yes.
than
Don't
ever
move.
in this
Don't
fight.
move.
Shadows gather on the floor. Don't move. Okay.
Yeah, you can attack, but you can't like move around.
Oh, okay.
Or those things appear and they fuck you up. Hole.
30
I'm not
souls.
moving.
You have the debuff.
Blech. Where's the?
I also have 3 Vuln stacks. So we've established that I'm not good at this mechanic.
Come over here, Cole.
Okay, Cole, can you pull that?
Yep.
Well, I deployed you, so you should be
Or
okay.
the,
I should
other
also
tank.
probably do this.
We need
What's the
to
point of
kill
having
that.
3 tanks? Oh shit!
I'll get Rarina.
Okay, I'll get the other one. Were you gonna say I'll get the samurai
Whoa.
and then realize there were 2?
Yes. Oh my God. Okay. I was
Okay.
paying attention to their
I'll
health.
get Betty, Yusa.
Whoa. Okay. That works. Oh, this again. Okay.
A size.
Where
If you're not using
are
a size as a
the-
DPS,
Sides.
Yep, I see it. I'm gonna use Whispering Dawn.
I got everyone topped off.
Okay, well this will keep them topped off.
I think she jumps soon.
What the hell is that?
Oh no, she chases that poor guy.
Oh. Sucks for that guy.
Trying his best.
Shade Thrust. That doesn't sound good.
damn.
Oh god, that I went in front of her! Okay. Oh, I
I
didn't.
was looking away from my screen.
How did I not get hit by that?
Okay, so I like this room because it's creepy as fuck. Where are you, Jimmy?
Shadow Court Jesters everywhere.
Do you like the dolls going around the outside?
Hi, Cabrina.
Do you like the dolls that are attacking us? I think they have a tank monster called
Chimera
Big
Papa.
Hug.
Wait, why is that one running so fast at her?
'Cause
Big Hug. Oh dear God. Is that
Do you
a
like the
is that a
skeleton?
meteor thing? Okay, somebody's in it.
Yeah, no, get in it.
Ow.
Oh, I tried to get into it, but I was too far away because I thought I saw someone next to it.
Mm-hmm. Whoa, my game just tanked to shit.
Ah! Why do I suck
I'm gonna get the I'm gonna get Marina. I don't know where the other person is.
Okay, I'll get the other one. I'm right
Oh,
next
why
to
are
them,
you
so I
frozen?
got
Stop. Oh, summoner. I only got cures left. I don't have anything else.
it. I have 2 Ether Flow stacks, so everybody try to come over to me if possible.
It's a Venn diagram of death, the opposite.
Yay! Ow.
Blinding
That's
shadow.
why I
There
popped
we go.
cooldowns.
That makes sense.
We did it.
30 souls again. Oh, I should stop moving, huh? 15 seconds to Indom, so... Oh, there's more meteors again. Oh my god!
Thank you,
Going
Cole.
I'm
Thank
just
you.
popping Nebula.
Okay. I'm glad I didn't.
I don't know if
get
this
it.
deploys, but I'm gonna try.
I'm learning.
I don't think you got anyone.
Yeah, I was trying to deploy it on other Alliance members, and that's where I think I messed
No,
up
it
with.
just deploys off of you.
Okay,
You're an invalid target.
yeah.
30 souls. Get Indom.
I do.
Okay, this would be a good time.
Got it. I've also got this, which I'm gonna use while we're all together. If Todd was here, he'd ask me to make a
Stack up.
Let Us Cling Together reference, so I'm going to.
All meteors taken care of.
Yep, we're good. 10
Oh,
seconds
just
to
get away.
Indom, so...
Alright. Oh no, rip! Rip the dancer.
be free.
Okay, you can
Yeah.
LB3.
Oh, that's a stack up, okay.
You can probably LB3 and get both of them together.
If they don't go away.
Or that.
Okay, that works. What the hell? Oh god.
we do
Oh, is that the Summoner LP3?
That's the
Oh, it's
that's the
red.
red mage.
Oh, that was the Red Mage LP3, okay.
It likes
I'll
to
get
play.
Yuza. And I got an Indom waiting for them when they get up. Oh, never mind. We're good.
We
That was
win.
tough.
It's a really good fight.
It was
And
good.
then we
It was
won,
just
and everything is
tricky.
fine. Everything is fine, right?
I think so. Oh.
Going up?
Your floor, sir. But what is my floor? Let's find out.
Space. I hope it's space, because that's where we're going.
She's just there to take a break from Wonderland, obviously. Probably, yeah.
And now we're back in Kingdom Hearts. And
Oh,
Diablo.
good. Let's settle this then, Diablos. Oh, there's treasure chests behind us.
mine.
Are you-
Take them, Cole.
Hey, hey! Did I say you could take aggro from me?
Somebody peeled it off of you. I can appreciate the 3.4 boss music, though. That's a nice touch.
Yeah, I really like just boss music.
Oh,
Okay,
look
fuck,
away.
I'll off tank.
I can't get greedy there, sad.
I think
No, but I
everybody did
guess
it right.
Everyone
At least in our alliance. Everybody did. Ultimate Terror.
I think I know how this works.
I don't.
I do.
Diabolic Curse. Can I cleanse that? No.
No.
Is it Doom?
No.
Also, no.
Place under a diabolic curse, damage taken. It's just fancy balm.
Oh, okay.
I think it might only be a balm against certain things.
Nightmare. Oh,
No.
okay.
There we
Oh,
go.
God. Okay. I think I did it. Yep, I did it right. Okay.
So that puts you to sleep, but the sleep duration is really short, so it's really not cleansing.
Oh, okay. How long does this last? 1 minute. Wow. That's a long-ass
It's
phone.
just phone.
Ruinous Omen. Oh, God. I'm putting up Sacred Soil!
That's big boy cast.
I'll pop wings.
Okay. Here's a
I
sucker.
can't actually pop wings for 20 levels.
Damn. Good thing I have sucker.
Yeah.
Ooh.
It also doesn't hit that hard anymore.
Popping Nebula.
Wait for it.
You're not
Wait
taking
for
any
it.
damage, Cole.
I saw the stack up and everybody was dying. I wanted you to worry about everyone else, not me.
Again.
Oh, it's an in.
I don't think I got it, whatever it was.
You did not. I can explain later if you want. Or
Okay.
now if you want.
It doesn't matter.
Goodbye.
It's up to you. Where are you going? You're not even dead!
It's a donut, basically. You have to either be on his hitbox or really far away.
Oh, wasn't there something like that in the actual Diablos fight, too?
That's a spirit bomb.
What the... Why are you using Graviha? Life
So,
gate. Okay.
I'm not actually sure what the principle behind this is,
You punch it.
but it's cool.
Rule of cool. Doesn't matter.
Oh, you gotta be shitting me.
Pop vine.
We gotta pop higher, Kaioken! How are we going to save the planet without it?
This is also super boring to heal because there's no damage, so it's just mashing your one damaging skill over and over again.
Yeah, it's okay. Oh, there's a death gate.
I mean, that's how you play healer anyway, but...
Yeah. Cole, say it with me now once we get it a little closer. Wait for
I
it.
don't know what we're
I think
saying.
it's the
We're-
next charge, actually.
Oh, is it the next charge? Okay. I was gonna say Kaioken times 4. Yeah,
it's
not
this one.
yet, I don't think. What is that?
I just like to make a
HP
point.
boost?
We are in a lost city, having a shootout with Satan.
But you don't
I
need
love
to
this
struggle
guy.
with Satan.
Alright, now,
I don't-
Kaioken times 4! Okay, we need
Oh,
a 5th Kaioken, never
I'm
mind.
sorry. I was incorrect.
We need Kaioken times 5 then, that's fine. I might not be able to move afterwards, but that's fine.
Maybe
Size
more than that.
for the deeps.
Kaioken times 5! There.
And a half.
And he explodes, and now he's dead.
Why is his HP bar still on the screen?
Because he's dead.
Uh-huh.
He's dead.
You ready to give up now?
I like that he's still using the same excuse.
Oh,
that's
crap,
nice.
the Nullstone. We probably should have taken that from him before Beam struggling. Oh, crap. With him.
That's actually not the Nullstone, that was the Queen. Her corpse was just, like, over there.
No, he used the Nullstone to pull her in.
Oh, yeah, that too.
So.
Okay.
That did 8K! What the fuck?
Diablo's
he
Hollow.
automatically crits on every attack.
Mine.
Blessing of the Void. Avoidal barriers nullifying damage and granting critical damage for all attacks.
Also,
That's
Cole is gonna take fuck tons
sketchy.
of
Oh my god, Cole. Hang on, Cole. Chain
Don't
thrust.
stand in that, because that also automatically crits.
Ow, that looked like it hurt.
Everything he does crits until we damage him enough to break the shield.
Oh,
Listen, Pendleton, I
that's
appreciate you.
that's a
being
really
boss
strong
to me,
gal,
but
but he
for
must have
fuck's sake,
catalyzed that
can you
shit.
Just like
Oh, God.
tank the boss.
Get away
I
from
want
me.
to-
Yeah, it's fine. Look how...
Living on the edge there, I see. Hollow Kami
Yeah.
again.
All I
Okay,
ever
you
wanted
know
was
for
a
auto
tank the
crits.
boss.
Oh, it's over. Okay, cool. Whew. That's good. Cole, I think the other tank just has higher eye level than you, and that's why they keep peeling the aggro off of you, honestly.
Bullshit.
Whoa.
Who's that on?
Okay, okay.
Ah!
I hope I'm in the stack. This
If
is
you
an
look,
eyeball stack. That is
Oh, no, you get-
something.
I don't want to be in that.
Diabolic
I don't know if he
gate,
does,
death
but
gate.
I think if you want to be in that, Jimmy can also be in that for the video.
I don't know what just happened. I walked into it to use thing. Oh, Shadow to Hawk. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm in
I
it.
really like
Hi,
this
Cole.
spirit
Hi, Yugman. Oh, okay. So it's like the vacuum cleaner thing from before.
Yep.
Gotcha.
And it just
Is
gets
this just
darker
regular Waveguide?
until you die.
Oh, okay. So that's what the little markers were on the side of the arena. Okay, I see.
Uh,
I have an end down. Oh crap! I was looking at that.
No.
Okay, it's alright.
Snapshots in this fight are really weird.
Yeah, it feels like it happens like 3 seconds or something afterwards. Almost.
Yeah.
Hello, Kamisato. Peeled him away again. Okay.
No! Ah!
I don't know what's happening to you, but I'm sorry. Oh crap, look away from Diablos!
I really hope we're safe here.
Somebody did not look away from Diablos.
75 HP, that's fine.
I'm sorry, were you like next to me?
Okay, Alex, if you want heals, you're gonna need to be like all the way over here. If you're all the way over there, I'm not gonna heal you.
You did not cleanse that doom, Jimmy.
Who had it? I didn't see it.
Me.
Right.
I'll take that.
Oh, okay. I'll take this one.
I think I'm okay where I am.
I got it.
You saved the day.
I did not.
Don't use that
quite
up,
get
it's just
the chance
that.
to-
Hey, I just gap closed you. You stopped that.
Hello, Omen. I don't see any markers. That's a long cast timer. Oh, I don't have this.
Yeah,
Hang on.
fuck that noise.
Nice.
You actually don't need to do that. It's exactly the same as it was before. But you do you. It's
Oh, now
only
we take literally no damage. Or we can...
you.
Ow!
Too early to call.
And whispering on.
You get to have shield
Eh.
that's oil probably.
I'll get Alex up.
Okay. Damage, sustaining damage over time in exchange for dealing increased damage to target.
Ooh,
He cleaves.
that's a.
Also, he Earthshaker. So don't stand
Earthshaker.
near those people. There's
Oh shit!
Why are you coming towards me? Stop!
Oh,
Somebody was sprinting directly at me with an Earthshaker.
I was trying to get away from.
Should we be
everyone,
standing in that stack? Because I'm not standing in that stack.
We're supposed to be, I think.
man. Delete.
hey.
Well, it worked, so...
that was
there was a lot happening at the end there.
Oh, yeah. That's a
It's
fun
okay, though.
It's a fun fight.
You might be the bats, Diablos, but I am the dark of night.
Stop it.
Good job, Alliance.
And
A
that was
fragment of
that.
void matter. A wind-up Skothic. Done Scythe complete. That was fun. I liked that. That was
This
quite
dungeon
good.
hates me because no matter what I play in it, I always end up floor tanking for half the dungeon.
Which
I
of these
still don't
people
know how to
died
do
the
half
least?
mechanics. I always just follow everyone.
Yeah, that was my thing at the beginning. I was like, well, a lot of people are going over here, so I guess I'm going over here now.
Yep.
I don't know what void matter does, but I'll roll a need on it.
I believe that makes a housing thing.
Oh, okay. I didn't roll good needs on my cards though, so probably won't get them.
Alright, I'm gonna leave the party and then call, but I'm gonna hang around and chat while I can.
All right,
Cool.
SB sounds good. Thanks for jumping in for Dunskythe with us.
It was fun.
What were you planning on doing after this?
Now that this is done, we're gonna finish the story quests for the like the one at the end of Dunskythe here, and then I'm gonna move on to 4.3. So
Okay.
I may or may not. Are you just starting 4.3? Like
yes, yeah, we haven't done any quests in it yet, so
Okay.
I
Case,
don't know if you'll be able to finish it, but we'll have to see.
we'll see.
Okay. Anyway, it was fun. Thank you for having me. I really like this 24-man.
Yeah, I definitely didn't want to do it without you. I know you were mentioning a lot how you wanted to see
Yeah,
it. So.
I'm sorry if I was like, but yeah, I think it's a lot of fun personally, and I hope you had fun.
It was fun. I liked it.
See you later.
Yep, take it easy,
See you
SB.
later.
Thanks for
I'll
coming.
see you guys later too.
All right, Youngman, we'll see you in
Later.
chat. Take it easy.
Yep.
Thanks for
Bye.
coming. Well, the bats are probably still here, there, Kate Sith, so...
That was a dungeon.
Did you die?
No,
Okay.
I almost died several times
We had
in a
you.
row.
We had you. It was fine. I mean, you took the first tank buster like a champ, so... While he had his crit buff up...
All I wanted was to tank that dungeon, but the other fucking tank was like, no, fucking delete yourself. And I'm like, fuck your chicken strips.
Eye level is the ultimate shit disturber in that department.
Imagine just working your ass off to finally get all the gear you need, and then you just pull aggro off of every other tank, and you're just laughing to yourself, and the other tank's just like plotting your death. I was gonna be like,
boy.
hey, SB, rescue that Dark Knight off a cliff. I want all these cleaves for myself.
Oh boy. Yep, took care of Diablos, but he's probably still here. If Kate Sith is anything to go by. So. Yeah, he's here somewhere. You don't want him to... Oh, okay. There he is. Radley, look out! Okay. Oh, good. This again. I feel like we were just here. Serious deja vu.
How many times do we need to teach you this lesson, old man?
He burned my cat! What the hell? That's not very Paragon of you.
Renegade for life.
I mean, yeah, he's even got the colors. Well, maybe you should have tried a little harder instead of, you know, just like taking her power for your own. Maybe you should have taken her to a nice dinner first, a walk on the beach. You got to butter her up before she gives you all of her power, Diablos. Yeah, all right, sure. Come back whenever you're ready. I'll be here.
Buy her dinner before you devour her immortal soul.
Yes, exactly.
Oh, that's fucking beautiful.
Oh, I know that voice. It's Leofard. What's he doing here? Are you gonna Tony Stark that void? Oh, okay, he's just gonna crash into him. Or try, anyway. Oldest trick in the book. Mine, mine, mine! Well, I hope he's okay at the end of this. He also singed my Sky Pirate Captain. Kate Sith, catch! Now would be a good time. Now would be a good time. Meanwhile, Kate's just aiming at him like, Deus Vult, motherfucker! I see he's unlocked the caps lock button. Cool.
See, that first one was simple be gone thought, and the caps lock is just delete.
Meanwhile, Diablo's over here just like, Kakarot! Except he's being blasted into the moon instead of the sun. And that's what you get for pissing off FEMA. Switch to Dark Knight and kill him with the power of darkness for burning your cat. Yeah, seriously. My work here is done.
Oh wait, my cat's dying. Fuck.
It's almost scary how good I am. That's what Kate Sith is saying right now. I should probably heal him. I should probably cleanse the burn that's on Leofard's Mana Cutter. I should probably heal him too.
Everybody gets heals today.
Well, that's what a Sky Pirate does. They do what they want. They live free. Well, if you don't stop moving, they'll really be lost without you. Oh my god. Well, I see the ship made it through in one piece. So that means at least we can go home.
We hope.
Yep, here we are. At least here I am. I haven't already completed these instances, so... I see you're giving him a bit of a handicap at this point, Radley. That's real big of you. Whoops, I didn't read what Kate said. He was pretty committed, Kate Sith. I was going to say, I mean, leaving him behind doesn't seem like the kind of thing that he would take sitting down, so... Sounds just like a sky pirate, Captain. Whoops. I missed that part. Let's go look at that again. Well, that's what you've been saying the whole time. You gotta have freedom for the skies, and what are the skies without your own freedom, right? So... Well, I'm sure that you can make another one. You can build one better, faster, and stronger than the last. Red Bill Scarf. Okay. And here is the end of the Mahachi Alliance raid quests. Cool.
Yes.
You have dinner stuff, you'll be back later. Alright, SB, take it easy. We'll see you in a little bit. I'm guessing the Red Bill Scarf is a glamour item for your necklace.
Yep.
If I had to guess. I have to see how that looks on my, what's it called, on my Samurai Glamour. Well, yeah, I mean, consider how that normally goes for other people. I mean, consider how it went for the Mahachi themselves. They were in a Void Sent Nest in the Void Ark, and it didn't really end well for them. What do you mean, a more permanent arrangement? Oh, boy. Sure you do. Meanwhile, she's off to go try to take the Void Ark back, I'm sure. And what about Kate Sith? Yeah, it's probably a good idea. You should probably go both get patched up. Well, don't worry about it, Kate. It's just the way these things go. We would have beaten him again if, you know, if I had to summon 23 more people to go beat him again.
Maybe I'd actually be able to tank him this time. I'm bitter about that, I hope you know.
I mean, probably because the adventure of a lifetime is over. I understand the hole in your heart that you have when the adventure of a lifetime is over. Yeah, probably for the best. We can chat with him later when he's feeling more in spirit. Perhaps after he's had several spirits put in his body. I'm gonna use these orchestrion rolls real quick. Ooh, Mahachi Shilling. Let's just slap that bad boy there. Mahachi Matter. As if I need that now. It was probably really good, though, back in the day, because you could get materia out of that by exchanging it with one of the goblins in Idleshire, but nowadays, not so much. I forget, but I think that's actually used for crafting, whatchamacallit, crafting materia? I'm not 100% sure on that, because I think cracked clusters and crystals are used for, or no, maybe it's Mahachi Demi Matter that's used for crafting ones, and then cracked clusters that are used for, or maybe cracked crystals. One of them's used for the rank 4 materia, and one of them's used for rank 5 materia, I think, if I remember right. Or maybe it's 5 and 6, I forget. It's been so long since they were available as rewards from raids and stuff. Ah, well. Maybe. So what do you think of the captain's downheartedness there, Stacia? Oh, wow, okay. That could be a problem. So that's where he got his adventurous spirit then. He, you know, obviously loved her very dearly, and he heard all these stories from her, so. Mm-hmm. So that's who that is, okay. Okay. So that's why the ship is so dear to him. Well, she can still watch over him, but... Oh my god. Are you sure you're... Oh, okay. I was gonna say, are you sure you're okay? You still look like you got the burns on you. Sure. Let me guess. Yeah, he gave him his scarf, yeah. Well, sounds like Kate Sith has a new home. Yeah, you kind of need a fresh start now that, 1,500 years of watching the Mahachi slowly turn into demons is over. Sounds just like old Leofard. Sounds just like an old sky pirate. Oh, well, okay then. Yeah, probably for the best. Your outfit's looking a little ruined there, Leofard.
A little?
Wah, wah. Well, that answers that question. I have been asking about it the entire Alliance raid tier. So, I guess we're done. Let's have our send-off then. Yeah, it's a good fit for him. It'll look good. Well, I'm glad, Kate Sith. I'm sure that this new home of yours will see no small amount of adventures, though they might not involve demons from hell anymore, but you know. Oh, okay. Well, fair enough. So I guess this is it then, huh, Captain? Well, it's been a pleasure being on board, serving on board your vessels. At least for a little while. But to be fair, I have a single vessel that I call home, and that is the Maelstrom. For now. It was a fun time, though, wasn't it? Yeah.
Ugh.
That's my job, Leofard, is to handle the unexpected, so, yeah. Well, he knows what I'm after, so... I'll catch you guys on the next time you show up, then. I don't know if they show up for any of the other Alliance raids, but... Well, this one was a fun adventure, all things considered. Well, that's one adventure down. Time to go take care of a different one now. I appreciate also the attention to detail there, because the 14 mix of the Final Fantasy theme was played the first time we went out on an airship at all in the game. Like the first time we left the starting city that we were in and headed off to new adventures, they played it while we were flying away. So they played it just now when they were flying away off into the Great Blue. So that's a nice touch. Now let me pull that red bill scarf out of here. Let's just put it there. And how about we try it on, shall we? Let's just double check, see what it looks like with my other stuff. Yeah, it's... if it was a little brighter on the red, it would probably work okay, but it's not quite bright red enough to go with the other rust red that I got on my stuff. It's cool looking, though. Have to get it for some other glamour, I think. Okay. Well, that takes care of the Mahachi Alliance raids. We can take that right off the list. There's nothing left for us to do now except move on with the plot. So let's go do that. Where is the plot located anyway? We need to go back to Kugane in the Ruby Bazaar. Okay, and that's where we're going. Alright. Let's go see if Hancock and the crew have any new info for us on the slowly approaching Hour of Doom, where Asahi returns. For this,
oh boy, I love Hours of Doom.
For this peace arrangement that they still have on the table. How's it hanging, fellas? Right, that's exactly what I'm saying. I don't know how profitable it'll be, Hancock, especially if we start murdering Empire goons willy-nilly, but, you know.
What do I know about profit?
Yeah, that's fair. Dairyu Miyaku armor of scouting, healing, casting, and aiming. Okay, that's interesting. I might be getting an upgrade for Ninja in a minute, then. Because I think Ninja's still kicking around in the Lost Allegan stuff, so... Oh, okay. So that means that part of the agreement is at least being taken care of. Right. Okay, well, it sounds like at least the arrangement's being honored. How is that going to go wrong terribly? Because we know it's gonna. We just don't know how. I know it's going to have something to do with Asahi as well, but the finer details are not something that are familiar to me at the moment. Okay, let's go meet with Hein then.
Let's go meet with the boy.
Yeah, that. Yes, that's a big assumption, Elise. Yeah, probably a good idea. If there's any cracks in her act, if it is an act, we'll want to spot them immediately. We will, Tadaru, don't you worry. Alright, off we go. Speak with Hein at the Kienkan, which is the Doman Enclave. Okay, then that's where we'll go. I'm not going to use an Aetheryte. It's only 11 gil over 300. I'm not going to use an Aetheryte ticket for that. It's fine. I got a little money saved up. Alright. Let's go see how Hein and the rest are doing. Should I repair my gear? I should probably repair my gear while I'm here. I think only Scholar needs repairs, though, so... Oh yeah, I didn't get to show it there, but part of my hunting for Skyven gear is almost complete, excuse me. I have full Skyven gear and a Dairyu Miyaku ring, excuse me again, for Scholar, all said and done here. I just need to augment, like, I think 10 pieces, so it's like everything except for the rings are unaugmented at the moment. I still need to get the leg pieces for Summoner, Samurai, and Dark Knight, and then they'll be fully regular Skyvened out, and then all I gotta do is augment all of them. So I only need, like, what was that, 820, 1230, like 5,000 more tomestones, but that actually is, it goes quicker than you think, so, oh, hello.
I saw you standing here, and so I decided to stand in such a perfect position that you wouldn't see me until you exited out of your menu.
I see that. Let's go meet up with Hein then, shall we?
I myself am completely done with my tombstone grinding. I finished up today.
Yeah. Cole had an advantage because he boosted something. He boosted a couple of things before we finished Stormblood, so he already had a couple of things worth of Skyven gear.
Because I have disposable income and literally nothing to spend it on. And I hate level grinding.
Well, yeah, there's that too. Yeah, we should probably have a listen to what Hein has to say about this whole agreement, so... Well, he probably feels awful about it there, Alice. He royally fucked up with not haggling for Gosetsu's sword, so... No problem, Hein. So what's the situation?
Oh, man.
Oh, okay, that's not good. Is he alright? Yeah. Oh, okay. So we're going to visit, the first quest of 4.3 is going to visit an old man in his hospital bed. Great. Yeah, let's go see Gosetsu so we can assure him that it's no problem, that he's taking it easy.
Open wide now.
Boy, the shoe's on the other foot here, isn't it, Gosetsu?
Pleased to you. I'm so frail that I cannot feed myself.
You embarrassed, old man?
I grow weary of the taste of gruel.
Well, it's probably good for you.
You don't like it? Can I fetch you something else?
Aye, wine. Or if that is not wholesome enough, I don't know. The sweet persimmon from Namai? I enjoyed them in my youth.
Just don't buy them from Giorin. He kind of charges a premium for persimmons.
A persimmon.
Nay, pay me no mind. I am full. Besides, we have guests.
I don't know though. That was a realization. You could hear it in her voice. She had some realization when he said persimmon.
We had heard you were confined to bed and thought you might welcome some visitors.
I'm not sure if anybody else caught that in the room. Not even me in character, but
a trifle drained from my exertions, perhaps, but with a little rest, I shall be fighting fit again in no time.
sounds like same old Gosetsu to me.
Take off your clothes.
Excuse me?
Gosetsu, is this how you've been spending your time?
Oh,
I assure
Lord.
you, this is not.
Uh-huh. Keep telling yourself that.
We need to wash you.
I love how you and Alice are surprised, and Alphino's just got his arm crossed, like, really?
She's gonna give him a sponge bath. Oh, dear God.
What are all these scars? There are so many of them.
That one in particular that's over by the dialogue box looks an awful lot like a burn to me. Battle scars, old friend?
A life of battle will leave its mark upon a man.
Yeah. That was a lie, though, I think. Oh, okay, she's starting to flash. So if it isn't an act, which again,
Something wrong to you.
the thing is, it's probably not an act at this point. It probably is like actual amnesia, but she's flashing towards remembering.
It's nothing. I'm fine.
No one's ever fine when they say it's nothing.
But leave me be, woman. I will not be fussed over like some newborn babe.
Wah, wah. Well, considering she was telling him to take his clothes off, I was thinking there was some other relationship going on there, but apparently not. Oh boy. Yeah, he doesn't usually stop to rest, seems like. Right. Well, that's a little unfortunate. See, what he has to do then is he has to teach other people to be the warrior that he was, if he can't get it back himself. Yeah, I'm not thinking she's feigning it anymore. I think she's, yeah, genuinely feeling the effects, but I also think that she's starting to pop out of it. Yeah, Yugiri, I figured you'd have been conspicuous the whole time. Just like me. Right. You know, it could, though, have something to do with the fact that she's in the middle of a village of people that have an incredible blood grudge with her. So if she slips up in any way, shape, or form, she's fucked. Like, they'll turn her into tomato paste in the middle of Kien-Kan Square. So, maybe that's the thing that's keeping her in character, but I don't know, maybe I'm being too hard on her. Not that that's a bad thing, I should be too hard on her, she's a terrible character. Let me actually be clear, though. She's not a terrible character, but the circumstances that she's been introduced into have turned her into a terrible character. And that's about it. Am I still working over there, Cole? I just had to double check.
Yeah, you're good. I can hear you.
I just want to make sure.
I'm just rolling through the dialogue.
Hmm. Yeah, I mean, Yugiri's testimony probably does make a good proof of it. I don't know if that's a good idea, but yeah, that's also the problem, yeah.
I mean, think about it like this, Jimmy. If I can change my if I can call up the aesthetician and become get a completely different hairstyle, I'm pretty sure we can call in a favor with him.
Probably,
He'd make so you look like a new person.
Probably, yeah, considering Jandalin's worked some miracles on people twice now for me on the stream, because he did the one when he was, when we first introduced to him, and then he did the one when I was doing the Delivery Mogul quest, so.
Mm-hmm.
So what needs doing then, Heinz? Oh, okay, gotcha. The real question is, how are they going to spirit her away without any of his compatriots knowing through the Doman Enclave? But I guess they'll handle that.
Covered wagon, more than like.
Probably. Okay, so let's go out to the docks then. But yeah, I don't know. I still feel like someone should have caught that. It's nothing, I'm fine. It's like, okay, accept it at face value. No. You should never accept it's nothing, I'm fine at face value. You should always be suspicious of it.
That was kind of sus as fuck.
Yeah. Well, good, Hakuro. Glad to hear that you guys have everything under control. Alright, so we gotta go out there. Like, I know that Gosetsu is like, you know, a 500-pound bag of muscle, and we can barely see her behind that, but she visibly stumbled over to the point where Gosetsu felt it and said, is something wrong? And then she said, it's nothing, I'm fine. It's like, there is no way in hell that's gonna fly under the radar with anyone in the room. Unless we're all really excessively stupid. So, I guess we can.
I think the other thing is that, like, you yourself specifically said, Jimmy, that Tsuyu doesn't seem like, or Yotsuyu doesn't seem like the type to do any training whatsoever, so, yeah.
Uh-oh. Well, where did she go? She was just in there with Gosetsu. Yeah, that's gonna be a problem, isn't it?
Probably pulled out the, ye olde, I need to use the restroom, went to the restroom and climbed out the window thing.
Great. Maybe we should have kept someone, you know, keeping an eye on her this whole time, like Yugiri. Oh boy. No, you haven't done anything wrong, but we need to get to her before she goes and does whatever she's about to go do. See, Hein, this is why I said we literally should have kept her in chains, because then if this happened, she couldn't go anywhere. But, alright, let's go find her. What?
At the very least, handcuff her to Gosetsu.
Yeah, like give her a little ankle thing that prevents her from going more than a few feet away from him. Is this a glamour plate place, or it is a glamour plate place? Okay. Can I do that with my? I probably can. Let's use this Dairyo Miyaku scouting coffer real quick. I don't think I have any materia in my ninja stuff, so I'm about to look real weird for a second, but that's okay. Let's swap over to ninja, give it a little upgrade. That's the Dairyo Miyaku weapon there, so that's good. Item help. Let's see.
But like I was saying a minute ago before somebody walked in my room and interrupted me, it's like you said previous, Yotsuyu doesn't seem like the type that does anything that has all the people do stuff for her, so if this really is all just an act, why would she do that? Like, why would she train to make this all an act if she never had the reason to train in the first place?
Yeah, I guess that's fair. But I mean, again, she's... Well, yeah, I guess it could potentially not be an act, but it could also potentially be that she... It was enough for her to have a Garlean weave in her fucking fabric, so, like, I don't know what she's capable of anymore.
I don't know, Jimmy. Like, if I was somebody who ruled an entire ass country and always used people to do things for me rather than doing things myself, I'd weave some good shit into my fabrics too. Because if I get hit, I'm gone. I can't do anything about it if somebody actually manages to get the jump on me.
It still sounds like a really terrible excuse for them to put her back in the story. But again...
No, I'm not talking about that. I'm just talking about it in general.
Yeah. We've been over it though, so I'm gonna stop now until the game gives me an excuse to yell about it again.
I open my door to my room one more fucking time and locking it.
Alright, anyway, let me swap back to Samurai real quick. Not that I don't think I get any experience for these quests, so it doesn't really matter, but okay, I get 46,000, big deal. What do we got here? Nothing in particular, okay. Yeah, especially around here, considering I'm pretty sure she's been in plain view of most of the people around here, so...
Oh yeah, Jimmy, when the stream's over, I need your help with something. I need you to come upstairs.
Okay. No problem.
It's a thing that happened today that I need your help organizing.
Ah, okay. Okay,
Also,
so at least they will tell you Giri, and we'll go off to the other side to see if we can find her.
Like I was telling Espy, I have to wait until we get to Gimlet Dark to do my other healing thing for Scholar. I love having an open floor plan house.
For doing your other healing thing, you said?
Yeah.
I don't know if I know what you mean, but okay.
I'll show you when we get upstairs.
Okay.
I'll just let you know.
Okay, yeah, I can go check in with Yuzuka Manor. I don't know how much the Namazu would actually know about that, but maybe Gioran can give us a little help.
You're right about all those fish being wacky, by the way.
Did you start the Namazu quest?
In canon, yes. Out of canon, no.
They are pretty wacky, though. Oh, okay, we're right here. Cool. I'm still gonna fly over. Let's go, Confucius, but I just don't want to deal with those bifangs outside, so however you pronounce that. The little miniature Garuda-looking things. Not like Garuda, the primal, like Garuda, the bird. What was I gonna say? Oh, yeah. While we're thinking about the stuff with the Namazu, the Ananta and Namazu were going over well. By next Sunday, each of these should be at their capped amounts. I'm not going to wait, though, or rather, I'm going to wait, because the Namazu will be done by this Saturday, but the Ananta won't be done until this Sunday. I'm going to wait until this Sunday before I do the rank 8 quests for both of them, so...
I've
just realized
something.
What?
I've just realized something.
What's that?
You know what Yotsuya's character arc feels like, and I think the difference between you and me is?
What's that?
Okay, so this is going to require me to explain some things. First, let me shut the door to the hallway so it doesn't get cold as shit in my room. Because I live in a house of savages that don't know how to shut doors. What the game's doing with Yotsuyu kind of feels like what you do in D&D if a character is important to the progression of the plot and the fucking players just murder them. but it's what somebody who's new to DMing would do.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what it feels like. Is it feels like amateur writing. It feels like amateur hour. That's what the whole story's felt like with Yotsuyu from the start, and now they're continuing it, and that's why I'm pissed about it.
Right.
So.
The other thing. I think the other thing is, even though it's amateurish writing, I see the perspective of why some people do that. Not just because I was there in that situation a while ago before I just got smart. Yotsuyu feels like a character in a D&D campaign that is extremely important to the plot that the DM is weaving. The players kill, and then he's caught off guard. So what do? They bring them back from the dead. Why do they bring that specific character back to the dead? Well, first of all, because of their importance to the plot, and also because they love writing and probably more than likely acting out with that character. Mm-hmm. They can't pull themselves away from that and put that importance on somebody else because they like acting in that character.
Yeah, I mean, I see it, but I also don't, because they do a lot of stuff that is based on fan suggestion in this game. So bringing back a character that, at least from my understanding, not a lot of people liked all that much because she felt like she wasn't well written. Again, this is my perspective. I don't know how true that actually is, but yeah, I don't know. If it was me and I saw that everyone was like having the same opinion, ideally a similar opinion to mine, and as a developer, I would be like, okay, I don't know if I should bring this character back, because it's evolving, right? Like, the story of an MMO is different from other stories because it evolves every chapter. It's like publishing a fan fiction online, and I would know this because I have personal experience. I wrote fan fiction for Final Fantasy Crystal Chronicles before I started doing YouTube stuff. It evolves. With every chapter, you learn what people like and what people don't like, and you kind of lean into that a little bit, and you feature characters that show more promise than others, and you lean into that sort of stuff a little more. It's like, and that's how the story is with this. If there's something that they did that was a massive fuck up, they don't say, we want a second chance and we're going to take it whether you like it or not. It feels, again, amateurish if you do something like that.
Honestly, when we're done with 4.3, I have a lot I want to talk about, because I have 3 things that could have improved the story of Yotsuyu in this patch content immensely. And I can only talk about them after 4.3.
Right. But again, I've already said a situation in which Yotsuyu would have been a better character. She would have been a better character if Doma was a heavily... was that her just now walking in this direction? Okay, I don't know. She would have been a better character if Doma was a heavily, battle-oriented place that had been beating the Garleans back for years with no sign of slowing down, but they could have been undermined by political subterfuge. She's very good at that. So if that was the situation and she was a villain that played into that deeply, she would have been better in my eyes. Then Alamigo could have had its thing with all of the old and frail people are there, and that's why they can't fight, because they don't have people that are able-bodied to fight, or not enough anyway. And then Doma would be the exact opposite. They would have all of the warriors that are fundamentally super good at all of this stuff. I feel like if most Domans were like Cyan from Final Fantasy VI, where he's a peerless warrior when you first see him in Doma. He's like the cream of the crop of Doma Castle. And then Kefka poisons the water and just kills them all by doing something they didn't expect. Now, granted, there's a little bit of... I'm making that sound more epic than it is, because literally the water turns purple. I know it's done because it's the Super Nintendo and they have to indicate that it's poisoned so that people would know. But, yeah, I feel like if that was how they did Doma, it would have gone over better, at least for me. But
right.
That's not how it went, so...
But I'll explain how I feel after we're done with 4.3, because I feel like one very simple detail being changed would have been ridiculous. And would have just made everything make a lot more sense. Mm-hmm. But I can't say it until we're done with 4.3.
Okay. Well, I think we found her hat. Yeah, the same one that she wore before. But the question is, where is the hat wearer? I don't know. Oh, I see my friends have caught up to me. You guys see her at all? Okay, well, that could be a problem, because that means the only places we haven't checked are Namai and to the east of Namai. The exact places we didn't want her to go.
Bugger.
Oh, boy. Well, one of the Namazu directed me in this direction. And I haven't found her, but I did find her hat. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Alright. Well, here we go. I already know how this is going to end. But we'll see in a minute once we get that far. Oh, crap. Well, there she goes.
Greetings. Might I have one of your... Wait! Please! I only wanted a persimmon.
Yeah, you shouldn't do that single-mindedly without someone escorting you. Just a thought. There's a reason why they were keeping you cooped up, lady.
Save us! Her spirit has returned!
She's back from the dead to seek her revenge.
This is not going to end well. This is going to end very poorly.
So, the one thing that happened during this scene particularly, which made it a lot more badass for me, is there's a shot coming up. Yeah, the one that was just between Yotsuyu and the village.
Mm-hmm.
The sun was setting, and the villagers were in the dark, and Yotsuyu was in the light. And I was like, this is a fucking once-in-a-lifetime shot in the video game.
Yeah, it's raining here, so...
Oh, that makes more sense.
It can't be.
It's raining now for me as well.
She couldn't have survived.
Mm-hmm. Just precisely the person that, we didn't want her to see.
What did I do?
Something awful.
You don't know!
Something unforgivable.
Good people of Namai, be at ease, I pray you. You have naught to fear.
And they're like, wait, Hein, I know it's you, but are you kidding me? She's been torturing us for 25
My
years,
lord,
what do you
forgive
mean?
me, but what is that monster doing here? They told us she was dead.
That's what they thought, yeah.
I too was surprised to learn of her survival. More even than you, I would hazard. 'Twas I who cut her down, I who left her to her fate.
Maybe next time, make sure when you use Zentetsuken, it actually Zentetsuken somebody, Hein? Just a thought.
But it would seem the Kami had other plans. By some miracle, both she and Gosetsu were spared when the keep collapsed, though Yotsuyu's preservation came at the cost of her memory.
You're saying she's forgotten? Forgotten everything she's done?
See, this is what I'm saying. Issa's feeling exactly what I'm feeling, which is that's almost worse.
I'll be right back. Need to get some water.
She would say anything to escape punishment.
And that was my initial thought as well.
What does it matter? We have not forgotten her crimes, and we demand justice! I beg of you, Lord Hien, draw your blade and rid us of this canker!
That's going to be a problem at the moment.
What I saw then. It's all true. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
Yeah, I don't know if that's going to be good enough. Did anybody else hear her? What I saw then, it's all true. That's going to change things.
I'm not. We're supposed to forgive you.
God, I live in a house of savages.
There's no need to cry.
There we go. Oh, you're still in the cutscene.
Yes. Hello, Todd. How you doing? Made it to this part. Yes. Yeah. And I've had words. I'm sure I'll have more.
Scared of her.
Did you have words while I was on? Why is that?
While you were going to get water? No. No, I did not.
Okay.
Not really.
I was about to say Jimmy down.
Until such time as her memories return, this woman shall be known as Tsuyu, and treated as a citizen of Doma. I will, however, see that she is watched at all times. Rest assured that there will be no more unannounced visits to the village. As your lord, I ask that you leave her fate in my hands, and suffer her to live, for now.
I'm waiting for you to catch up with me, so
Okay.
kind of chilling.
Right. I'll keep my peace. As long as you're happy, that's all that matters.
I think Issa's finally sick of fighting.
What?
I just wanted one of these times when Dad goes on the public radio show that he goes on when he's talking to all the people about the political happenings of Niagara Falls. I just want to walk in with an airplane engine and just turn it on. So he understands what I'm talking about.
You live in a house of savages.
God, I love my family. Sick of fighting. He barely fought in the first place. I know. I think he's just sick of the death and everything that's been going on around him for a while. They did barely fight, so maybe that wasn't the correct words. See, here's the problem. And it's killing me. Because I'm talking to you, Gary, and she said, I failed to consider how she might endanger herself. Why did you fail to consider that? You are a shinobi elite of Doma. Why and how would you fail to consider anything that would be this detrimental to everyone around you? This is literally your job, Yugiri. This is what I'm talking about when I talk about Yotsuyu. Everyone loses all sense of character preservation around her. She bleeds the ink out of the pages of this storybook wherever she goes. It's fucking disgusting and I hate it. Grazie, you see why I had so many issues with this part of the plot. I've been on this for a little while, Todd, but oh dear lord. People make very uncharacteristic mistakes so they can shove the plot forward. Yep.
It's like I was just saying earlier. I don't know if you were here for this, Todd, or if you were just lurking. It feels like I'm dealing with, like I'm a player in an amateur DM's game, and the party accidentally or intentionally murdered the NPC that's extremely important. So the amateur thing is to just bring them back from the dead via some clunky way. Now, I've been in that place before, and I know how tempting it is to bring them back, but the smart thing to do would just be place the plot importance on a completely separate character.
You know what they should have done? I'm just gonna go out here. Actually, I'm not sure if I can... No, I could probably. But whatever. What they should have done is Yotsuyu should have been dead, right? Gosetsu brings her body back with him to show the people of the world that she's dead or something like that, right?
Mm-hmm.
So then Asahi comes in and he's like, I'm going to bring the peace conference to the Doma so that the Doma and the Garlean Empire can be at peace with each other. And then he just kidnaps her body and like takes her to some Garlean laboratory or something and injects her with a bunch of shit. And she just comes back from the dead as a husk, like Sri Lakshmi's daughter, or the daughter of the person who summoned Sri Lakshmi. And then she's like just a hollow version of herself. And like, but she's like souped up on Garlean steroids or something, and you have to fight her. Like that probably would have been, it would have been ridiculous, but it would have made more sense than what's currently going on. So,
you know, I have a similar idea, but I can't say. Actually, yes, I can, because you don't know anything about 4.3. You know what would have made Yotsuyu an infinitely better? We go with the first part of your situation. Like, Gosetsu's back from the dead. He's got Yotsuyu's body with him. We do, like, the whole burial thing. Nobody shows up at the funeral. Like, it's very fit ending for a character.
Yes.
Because fucking everybody hated her.
Yes.
Literally, a couple of quests later, she's back. Like, straight up. Same position, current thing. Everybody's like, what the fuck is going on? Like, and just keep going the way that this goes. Like, everybody, the plot in 4.3 stays generally the same. But nobody can figure it out. Like, Gosetsu's like, she was dead. There's literally no way in hell she comes back. Asai comes out of nowhere, and he's like, yeah, I want to do all this shit, and I want to do all this. And then we get to this next part of the quest, where we bring her to the fucking Castra in order to do the prisoner exchange. And then Asahi's like, oh, but you fools! It turns out she was a primal all along!
Oh my god.
What?
I don't know. I just... Yotsuyu is a primal. With their current iteration. Just makes me
still would have been a better twist than having a Garlean fucking weave in her damn thing. Having her brought back from the dead because she's a primal now would be fucking...
I guess. I don't know,
Just be like, what the fuck?
I was thinking more along the lines of like Inferno, like the boss of Castrum Albania, except Yotsuyu's hair on top of it.
You just want to kill her violently.
I mean, can you blame me? She turns everything in this into the white space from the Unfinished Swan.
The what?
Oh god, that's an old-ass indie game. I barely even remembered it until like 3 seconds ago. I don't know how I just referenced it. But anyway, let's continue. It's obvious the developers don't care about their story anymore, so I'm just gonna continue. Anyway.
You can't say that, Jimmy. Because if they didn't care about the story anymore, Shadowbringers wouldn't have won a couple of awards.
I think they changed writers in between, to be honest with you.
Why does that make perfect sense?
Again, I think the person who was writing the patch content, like the people that are writing the patch content here, were given more minor roles in Shadowbringers, if I remember correctly. And then, again, the person who wrote the Dark Knight quest was put on as lead writer for Shadowbringers as well.
I'm telling you, Five. Listen, you know what the suck you? Like, the thing that sucks about this is?
What?
4.1 was awesome. Like, it closed out the plot point from A Realm Reborn and finally gave some character progression to Roban and Nanamo, and we got to run around all of the country with Nanamo, and she finally became a badass ruler in Sultana.
She was before, but it completed the whole arc with her and Roban.
And then you get to like 4.4 and 4.5, and the story's just like, okay, we had our shitstorm. Time to start killing the fields.
Oh god. The Swan. The Wonder Swan? No, not the Wonder Swan, and not the Wonder Swan color either. The Unfinished Swan was an indie game.
I noticed something on Discord.
What?
There's this feature now, and it says noise suppression.
Oh, yeah. Hang on. Okay, so listen to what you have currently.
Yeah.
Let me turn it on. Oh, noise suppression beta. Enable crisp noise suppression. Make some noise like clapping your hands while speaking. Your friends will hear nothing but your beautiful voice. Let's turn it on. You'll be muted and deafened in your voice session during mic testing. Okay, let me hear. Now he turns the damn thing off. Of course. Okay, well, I turned it on, so I don't know if it's going to make any difference.
I can't even hear the vacuum. What the fuck?
The vacuum's off, that's why.
What is this technological... Wait a minute.
The vacuum's off, that's why.
Hold on, let me try this myself.
Oh, okay, I guess they're going to be there then.
Done.
You have yours on?
Yes.
It kind of sounds a little more...
different?
Yeah, it sounds a little robotic, actually.
You know what? I'll take it. Nobody else can hear me now.
But there's nothing else going on in the background, so you can turn off the noise suppression now, which is what I'm doing.
I'm leaving it on because you know why? Because people come through my room like they're tackling into a bank.
Fair enough. Oh, I have a lot of stuff in my inventory to get rid of once we're done with this, but okay.
I feel like we're gonna get to the end of 4.3 and you're just gonna fucking pop off about
Actually,
all this.
we're only at about the 2-hour mark. We still got a ways to go, so it's just gonna depend on how long these quests go for. Are we getting to the part where there's a bunch of cutscenes playing in sequence yet? Does that happen in 4.3?
Hold on a minute. Let me check where we are. I know we're on Fruits of Our Labor, but I'm checking how close we are to the thing.
Okay.
Stormblood, main scenario quest. Because I'll just fucking do this. The Legend Returns. 4.2, 4.3, Fruits of Her Labor. Conscripts and Contingencies. We are 2 quests off the primary agreement, which is where the thing happens.
Oh, okay. Okay, well, apparently she couldn't have timed her surprise visit to Namai worse. I guess she could have timed it exactly when the ambassadors were coming, and then Hein would have had to be here and tell them, oh, we haven't found her yet, and then we would have found her in a bloody puddle in the streets of Namai, and then, you know, Garlemald would have declared war on us again.
We can take him.
I know, but it's just... We're trying so hard for Hein for his peace agreement to go through, and even though we're trusting... And here was the thing, by the way. While Asahi's on the screen... the reason why I was like, every time we interacted with Asahi this whole time, and probably the reason why I saw his bullshit from a mile away was because I kept saying in the back of my head, I'm like, I feel like I've seen this character before. And I realized Asahi is just Akechi from Persona 5, exclusively when Akechi's being a fuckboy. Like, only when Akechi's being a fuckboy. There are moments where Akechi is not a fuckboy in his story in Persona 5. Asahi is just the moments when Akechi is at his worst. So,
oh my god, he even wears the same colors as Akechi.
yeah, he just doesn't have the crow mask, that's all. Yeah, he basically is, yes, exactly. Exactly. Like, that's again why I'm like, why does this feel so familiar? And that's, again, also part of the reason why I know this is going to go over poorly and he's going to try to cuck us. Because I've done this before. So, would I have seen it without Akechi being present in my brain case? Maybe.
To see you
but
too, Ambassador. Forgive us our late arrival.
it's okay, the story has more, sorta. Oh, God.
You have our people
Or
aboard
what,
the airship?
Todd?
I don't know if he can tell us more what.
Exactly.
He can spoiler tag it in Discord.
We would leave you in no doubt as to the purity of our intentions.
Well, we might know it pretty soon
I
if we
dare
keep
say
doing
it was
this.
the self-same spirit of cooperation.
Can't it solve
which
spoilers?
prompted
Okay, don't
you
worry
to
about
bring
it, Todd. We'll get
here
there.
today.
It's okay, Todd. I've been through all of the patch content already.
Indeed. Before excluding her from the exchange, I thought it only fair that you see her condition for yourself. Physically, she is in fine health, but her mind is unchanged.
Hein, clean out your fucking ears. Are you shitting me? She said directly in front of all of us. So everything I saw, it's all true. And then she got on her knees and begged for forgiveness. That is not something that someone with no memory does. Why can no one see the signs? Oh, I'm getting a migraine. I'm gonna need some more Excedrin. You have you? You enjoyed the end of 3.3 and 3.4 because that's when you decided to take your year-long hiatus. You mean 4.3 and 4.4? Oh boy.
Yeah, I enjoyed them. I will say, the jump in quality was noticeable.
I took the liberty of inviting
Because the game
You're
basically
crackling
just-
a little bit. Turn the noise suppressor off. You're crackling
Damn
a
it.
little bit.
Okay, let me try this again now that it's off. I noticed the jump in quality, pretty dramatic. Game basically just took a lead pipe to my fields and just kept hitting it.
Maybe that's when they changed writers. Who did they call up? Special guests.
I'll give you one fucking guess.
Who are these people?
Yotsuyu. You look well.
I have a bad feeling about this.
I'm just gonna tell you, those are her parents.
Yeah, I just saw the little flashy thing.
Of all the
You know, the parents that sold her to the whorehouse.
Yeah, that definitely
And they
did
work to the
something to
bone.
her.
Is
Oh, boy.
something wrong, dear sister? These are our beloved parents. Does not the
You know, this was the move that made me think to myself, wow, I hope Asahi dies in a fucking car crash.
I mean, I've been thinking that since the first time we met him, so you ready to murder Asahi yet, please? Oh, I've been ready, Todd. You didn't see me at the end of 4.2 when he said there'd be a reckoning. I was like, finally, we're on the same page, you little shit.
Can I kill him yet?
Okay, so now we kind of see what he's trying to do, right? So he explicitly wanted to have us come here with us so that he could bring the parents in, because that would definitely register in her memories. Her memories would come back, and then he's guaranteed to take her back with him to Garlemald. We don't know what they're going to do with her when she gets there, but it's obviously not good. It's the Garlean Empire, so yeah.
Think about it like this, it's a win-win for Asahi.
Yeah, he's trying to play a Xanados gamble here.
Her memories
So
come
that's
back. Hey, look,
Asahi.
he's got all the
Okay.
resources. Her memory don't come back. She suffers in front of him, and it's obvious that Asahi fucking hates his sister.
Yeah.
If you haven't seen the signs, then well.
No,
I'm here to tell
it's
you
pretty
anything.
evident just from the way that he's looked at her with contempt.
Gossets. I have to take this to Gossets.
Oh, that glare from Hien.
I don't think so. Oh, okay.
You can just see it behind Hien's eyes. Like, if this wasn't a peace agreement, I would fucking behead you right now, kid. Like, there would be not a god or an army that you could summon that would stop me.
To be fair, I'm the third party here. I could do it. If I didn't have cutscene paralysis, that is.
Cutscene paralysis is a problem in this expansion, isn't it?
Like, all I'm wishing for is for a game to just do something like this, but have Asura's Wrath's shut this person up button just hovering in the corners for whenever you get sick of their shit, you know? And then you have to, obviously you do that, and then you have to deal with the consequences of it later on in the story, but like the developers could plan for it, you know what I mean? So, expecting her mind to break and scream her lungs out from the rush of memories, I mean, maybe. Cutscene paralysis, you're stealing that. Yeah, I think it's a trope, if I remember correctly. I've heard about it for a while ago, and it's just kind of been hovering in the back of my head. Anyway.
I will say, though, Hien's maturity in this situation is fucking jarring.
Well,
all he's thinking about is, I want my people back, and the second that this is over, if you pull any spice shit, I'm gonna fucking murder you.
Well, he has to have that kind of restraint, right? He's the leader of these people, so if he doesn't show that kind of restraint, it's essentially it's the same thing as them all being reduced to savage animals tearing each other apart over a slice of meat, you know?
I feel like you're unbound by that. But to be fair, Jimmy, if you attack him in this situation, no matter what he does, that's war between Garlemald and Doma, because it doesn't matter who kills Asahi.
Yeah.
Very good.
I have a question, though, again. She's visibly shaken by all of this, and she keeps saying, oh, I have to get this to Gesetsu, I have to get this to Gesetsu. She's visibly shaken. Her memories are stirring in her mind. Do none of you see... And he's like, oh, yeah, well, it didn't have any effect, and Hein just goes with it? No! Like, come on now.
Until then, Ambassador.
Unless he's going with it because her memories are shaken up enough where it's like, well, okay, she was going to be a citizen of Doma. I guess now she's going with you instead. I see Alphinode's also getting on the death stare thing. Just want Luigi to fly by in his cart and look at him now, and then this will be complete. Okay, so now what do we do? Yeah, I'll say. Hein, again, she's visibly being shaken by all of these things. Her memories are coming back. You can't just assume that it's a switch. You know, like, it's not you have no memories or you have memories. It comes back slowly. Oh, this is what I get for playing so many RPGs, man. I can just see this from a mile away, and everybody else is so stupid they can't see it.
You know what's fucked about this entire situation is I kind of see where Hien's coming from. Like, it's obvious that Asai is doing everything in his power to make her memories come back, and there's not a damn thing Hien can do about it until he gets his people back.
Yeah, and he's trying desperately to wait so that he could see if he can get his people back before he acts on it, but it's just going to end up with terrible things happening. That I don't know, Alice. If her memories are coming back like we're thinking, then she'll never be able to walk anywhere, because then she'll start doing her shit again, and we'll have to actually Zen Tetsuken her this time.
See, the other fucked thing is, it's like a lose-lose situation for Hien if he does a damn thing. If Yotsuya's memories come back, Doma's screwed. And in order to get his people back, he has to supplement to that agreement. Like, Tsuyu has to go with Asai.
Mm-hmm.
He's basically going to be damning himself.
Well, she could stay here if her memories weren't coming back, but her memories are coming back at the exact worst possible moment. It's almost too convenient. Do you understand where I'm going with this? King Boo would be amazing right now. He could just turn people into paintings and be done with this. That or Enigma Boy from JoJo could turn them all into paper and we wouldn't have to deal with this. Oh boy. I don't know, man. Somebody needs to do something. Because we're slowly losing our ground here.
Man, this is like convenient to the absolute max. I swear to God this is true. I'm sitting over here listening to the theme for E8, just because I like the song that much. I'll just listen to it when we're in cutscenes. And I swear to mercy, without this, we're talking about how terrible Stormblood is, and the Shadowbringers theme starts playing. YouTube's telling me not to.
It's like, come to me, my child. I will ease all your woes.
I will ease all of your woes and pluck your heartstrings like I'm playing Stairway to Heaven on them.
She spoke not a word, simply sat and peeled some fruit she'd brought for me. She then claimed weariness and retired to her chamber. Tell me, what happened to upset her so?
She saw her parents again, and visibly had a response that we're all ignoring.
Well, to be fair, Jimmy, not everybody has a fucking psychology degree like you.
You don't need a psychology degree to see that she's upset by it. Human empathy is a thing that we all, most of us have. Like, not a single person sitting in this room is a sociopath. It's Gasetsu, Hein, Alice, Alfinode, and myself. None of us are sociopaths. We're not incapable of seeing social cues that say, this person is upset. I wonder why. And given the circumstances, if you have any brain cells, you'll know why she's upset. But apparently we don't have any brain cells.
Let me rephrase that. You have brain cells, Jimmy. It's just they're not going into your character.
Yeah, apparently. I'm just funneling all of them to myself so I can deconstruct this shit as it's happening. Off topic, but why is your mat the biggest out of all of you? Probably because they made it just one size. Like, developer-wise, it's easier probably to make it one size in case of, like, your character being a Rogadin or something, like a really big guy, you know? I just imagine a Lalafell sitting on it. Like, what does Rory look like on it, Cole? Is the mat just humongous and she's just tiny on it?
Actually, about that, it's a different size on my screen.
Really?
Yeah.
Why is it so big on mine?
You get the biggest. Also, I just imagine, like, Jimmy's just hogging all the brain cells in the room. Everybody's just talking. You just cut into Rory's head. Like she's just cross-eyed sitting there.
Hi. Yeah, the hell. That's what I want to know.
I like this Asahi less and less.
Yeah.
The mat increases in size depending on how many brain cells you have. It's obvious your galaxy brain, Jimmy.
Oh my god.
To remain with us in Doma. Our primary concern now is to hand over the prisoners without incident and bring our people safely home.
You can bet he has a contingency plan for that too. He had a contingency plan for trying to trigger her memories, so...
Oh, right. This is the quest where everything starts going horribly wrong.
I assume you all noticed the rather suspect crates within the castrum. The Imperials were quick to retrieve them afterwards, but I wonder...
Think they're supplies that they're trying to move?
You fear they might contain bombs or war machines?
If the ambassador wanted me dead, he has had ample opportunity. No, assassination is not his intent, but we should be on our guard for other acts of treachery.
Okay, but what was your thought, Alphanode? Are we all gonna sit here and not let Alphanode tell us what his thought was?
The lady Yotsu, she's gone.
Oh god. Here we go again. Yeah, again.
I beg your pardons, my lords. I was certain she'd fallen asleep.
Well, I mean, considering her memories came back, I guess we should be, or coming back, rather. We should be glad that this maidservant was able to walk here, because if her memories came back, she probably would have chopped her into pieces and left her in the room. We'd have been like, what's that smell? Walk down the hall. Fucking rigor mortis everywhere.
Might I call upon your assistance?
Yeah, I gotta be a part of this now, because obviously all of you are too incompetent to see it through. What has this patch done to your brains? Did you smoke all the somnus in the world? Is that why I can faintly hear the Versus 13 theme in the background? Or is that just me having a stroke? From all the stress this is putting me through. I just see anything coming up which might be the worst cutscene paralysis you've ever seen. Oh, good. I hear a cry for help.
Ah, yes, I forgot. This entire cutscene's auto-scroll, so I can't stop the text.
That's not going to be good for my mental state. I know. I'm going to pop off by the end of this. I'm going to go Kaioken times 20. Oh! So that's who it was. Oh, okay, okay, migraine. It's happening in and out of character now.
I mean, if you want my personal opinion, I don't give a fuck who it is. He can bleed out for all I care.
Well, I think we know who killed them. Because if anybody other than Yotsuyu killed them, it wouldn't make much sense, honestly. Unless it was like a villager and they had like a blood feud with Yotsuyu or something, like, you killed my parents and my siblings and my sons and daughters, and now fucking you're the only things we have left.
Todd in the chat. Oh, it's this scene. I'm curious to see why that sounds very venomous, Todd.
Because Todd has painful memories of patches 4.3 and 4.4. Like he said, it's why he took a year-long hiatus from this game, so.
I didn't think 4.4 was that bad.
But I will not suffer his kindness. Not after what I did to him.
So where's her body then?
Who's there?
They throw her in the river? Parents ex machina. Ding.
Oh, it's you. What are you doing out here in the dark?
Holding a knife. In plain view. You should have gone to the river first.
This is the Enclave, is it? When the soldiers dragged us back to Doma, you were the last person I expected to see.
Where exactly were you this whole time?
You're the bane of our existence, Yotsuyu. A font of misery.
Oh.
I can feel the
Even
groaning.
do us the simple courtesy of dying, could you? Oh no. You had to live and taint us with the shame of your failure.
These people have no common sense. Oh my god. Oh. I'm just gonna keep clicking. I don't fucking care anymore. Kill me. Just kill me.
Making us wallow in this muddy ruin like common swine.
You know what the worst part is?
What's the worst part?
About all this? At first, when I watched this scene, I forgot about the thing that was said way back in Stormblood's main story about who Yotsuyu actually is. I was thinking to myself, how the fuck can they treat their daughter like this? Then I remember they're not his daughter. So you know what? This is all the more of a justifiable belief. And that disgusts me.
She's their stepdaughter. She's not even their own blood. Like,
now, dear, that'll do.
seriously?
Berating the girl when she scarcely remembers her own name. Our time would be better spent contemplating how we're to survive.
I'm going to take very great pleasure when Yotsuyu stabs them in this cutscene.
Let's walk right up to her when you just saw her with a knife in plain view. You could see the glint of the knife from the lantern behind her.
Handsome price with the right buyer. Maybe enough to get us to Kugane and start a new business.
I was going to say a minute ago, at least one of her parents has some sense in his head. Now he's just proved that he's worse than his fucking wife. Are you kidding me? Oh my god.
I could feel you leaning into the mic there, like it became muffled for a second.
Jesus.
My beloved parents. No sooner do I wake from gentle slumber than the world returns in all its cruelty. Yes, this is how it always was. How it was meant to be.
Oh, there's the maniacal laughter I was expecting. I'm sorry, Jimmy, it's not
Very
over.
well.
Oh god, it gets worse.
If I cannot escape my nature, then I shall embrace it.
And stab them.
To the very depths I have sunk, my soul steeped in spite and rotten to the core. The self-righteous hide behind justice, but I need no such mask.
You know, in principle, I actually agree with that statement. I think that's the first thing I've ever agreed with Yotsuyu on.
What was that?
Who taught me the truth?
That self-righteous people hide behind false claims of justice, but she doesn't need a mask like that to hide behind. She's just being herself now.
You know, the first time I got to the
self.
scene, I was happy.
Because she's going to kill
For
them?
years I knew
Yes,
naught but the
violently.
pain and humiliation.
And they deserve every
The time has
fucking
come
knife
to
wound they
set my
get.
vengeance against Dawn,
Well, I'm not disagreeing with that.
against all my enemies.
But the thing is, again, I have a different reason for why I think they deserve to die. And it's, again, a writing reason. If they're so excessively stupid that they can bring that shit up when she's visibly shaken by their presence alone to the point where her amnesia is starting to fade, and they still bother to bring up the fact that they were terrible people to her, they are still terrible people, and they're still trying to profit off of her, then these people deserve to fucking die. Like, I don't even know why the developers brought them in. Why not just parade their dead bodies in the street so she could stab them violently and at least look more maniacal while doing it?
You should probably keep clicking, by the way.
I'm gonna keep clicking. If I don't, we're gonna be here for the rest of the hour.
What?
You should have known that was coming from the minute you laid eyes on her, man. Like, I think this is supposed to be a vilifying moment for people. Be like, ha! They finally got her! Got him! She finally got revenge for them. And it's like, I'm glad for you, but... Again, did you have to contrive your way to this point to get her here?
I mean, if you want my personal opinion, they should have killed them worse.
Well, yeah, she should have still been stabbing them and then stopped when he started clapping. Be right back. Alright, Conquer, see you in a minute. Now she returns the same monster she was before willingly, and yet I'm supposed to think she's a sympathetic character. It hurts. It really hurts me on the inside. I'm glad at least Todd shares my opinion, because, yeah,
No, I share my opinion. This is fucking stupid.
there's no way in hell she could be sympathetic. Not after everything she's done, not after everything she's doing. Not after all the contrivances she had to suffer through to get here. Again, she could have been a better character than this. And this is the reason why I argue about these things so vehemently, is that I see the potential in what they're doing. I understand what they're trying to do. And then they squander it on stupid shit.
I will say, though, I did come up with a bit of an implication here, which I'd like you to hear, Jimmy. So the reason why they were being so fucking stupid in Yotsu's kind of general direction is because Asahi basically sent them here with the thing. If you don't do this, you're going to die. If you do this, you're going to die. But the way I kill you will be infinitely worse than what she'll do to you.
Okay. So he paid them like he paid the Red Kojin. What good is the money gonna do to them when they're dead?
To be frank, I didn't.
Well, like I said, he didn't pay them. He probably just said, "I'm going to kill you violently. If you want to die less violently, go confront her."
And try to rib her into remembering everything? Like, that's just gonna end the same way. Like, that doesn't even make sense.
He's fucking Garlean. They don't give a shit about anybody.
God.
You yearn for a deeper vengeance, and the power.
Oh, don't look remorseful, Rory. You wanted him to fucking die horribly too.
Is there an option to pick when we come out of this cutscene? Because if there is an option that says, I hope you fucking die in the streets, bleeding out in front of all these people that you ruined, I'm gonna take it. I'm taking the Dark Knight option if there's an option. Okay, migraine over. Not out of character, but at least in.
I don't want to die.
You should have thought of that before you abused your daughter, then. Son of a bitch.
Any sign of her?
I wonder if there's a circle
yeah,
in the
here and
void
here.
for people
Two
like
signs
him.
of her, both dead.
What happened here?
I hope there's a specific circle in the void for people like him.
Well, she remembered everything.
I knew what would happen if she recovered. And still, I did nothing.
Yeah, you don't say.
You say she left with her brother?
You and everyone else, Hein. Jesus.
Whatever he wants with her, he was willing to pay for it with his parents' lives.
Yeah. Definitely Akechi.
But this is neither the time.
I honestly say Asahi's kind of worse.
Gather the others.
Yeah, well, he's a worse character than Akechi. Yeah, I think
I meant
so.
like literally worse. Akechi just fucking shot people because somebody told him to.
Yeah, and I guess that's true, because here's the thing. The difference between Akechi and Asahi is that Akechi had no meaning in his life until he was found by Shido, right? And then Shido gave him meaning by telling him, hey, go kill people. And and Akechi was like, but that kills people. And Shido was like, well, it'll give you some meaning in your life. And he's like, really? And he tried it, and he was like, yeah, I guess that gives me some meaning in my life. And then he just kept doing it. And granted, it can't, there's room for it to be sympathetic there, right? There's room for that. Asahi just... He has whatever he wants, because his parents obviously loved him a lot more than Yotsuyu. And he just throws it away! Like, he's a reflection of everything that's been happening in the plot every time Yotsuyu steps on screen. He's potential squandered, incarnate. And yes, once again, people make very uncharacteristic mistakes to shove the plot forward.
I mean, if you want my fucking personal opinion, I'd say Asahi's the best goddamn thing to happen to the patch content so far, outside of 5.1, because he's literally just, hey, I'm a cunt.
4.1. See, and again, I saw potential in Asahi at the end of 4.2, because I was like, what are his motivations? Why is he doing this? Is there some deeper reasoning for it? And now we get here, and I'm like, nope! He's just as much of a sociopathic dickhead as his sister, and there is nothing redeemable about him. Okay, moving on.
What is good with, like, the fact that this game is just like, oh, the Garleans want to murder all of us, and, okay, have we met a single one that's not a dick?
Rory. Biggs, Wedge,
That doesn't
Sid.
count. Okay, but they're outside of the Empire. You mean to tell me that literally nobody in Garlemald has a sense of anything other than sociopath? You mean to tell me there are people walking on the street and they just all just like, hey, I like murder. You like murder? Yeah, I like burning babies.
Well, actually, so far, that one guy that's his escort, Asahi's escort, Maxima, that's, I think, his name. He doesn't seem like he's a terrible person. He hasn't done anything irredeemable yet, in my eyes. So.
You know, I know why Garlemald's like this because I'm further in the patch content, but it still doesn't make any fucking sense. Like, seriously. I can't even talk about this until we get to fucking 4.4.
Conscripts and contingencies. Welcome back, Conquer. I'm still, upset. If that makes any sense. I'm sure it does, considering. Yes. Well, okay, but that doesn't change the fact that we've been played for fools. Yeah. Especially since apparently all of us are sharing a single brain cell at the moment.
Jamila has two. One's from Rory. She's just standing there with elevator music in her head.
Still reeling, absolutely. Okay, but again, Hein, I tried to tell you, you cannot trust this kid. After you heard me tell you, he said, there will be a reckoning. I saved your fucking country. Almost single-handedly, I might add. I saved your fucking country. You should at least hold me in a little bit higher regard. Do you have no respect for me, Hein? Like, what did I do wrong? What did I do to deserve this treatment?
I don't think it's that, Jimmy. I think it's that no matter what Asahi did,
Hein was like, I'll get my people back. I should just go along with it. But that's like, you have to think about these things, right? Like, you have to think about how this is all going down. Knowing our luck here, we're going to go there, and we're going to find out that he murdered all of your people just because he could.
Well, then if he murders all of our people, well, then he ends just going to do the following. Okay, you
he's going to cut him down. Yeah.
He's going to cut him down, probably cut down all of the Garlean prisoners, declare war on Garlemald, or alternatively, if he wants to flex, he's going to recruit all of the Imperials into fucking there and open up Doma as a fucking refugee camp for all the Garleans who aren't cocks. That's what I do as a ruler. Oh, you want to murder my people? I'll just offer a home for all the people who aren't crazy in your country.
Okay, so Yugiri's going to make sure we have an escape route in case we need it. Alright. And Alpha Node too. Guess Hein, Alice, and I will go barging into the front door to create a scene then, probably, huh? Oh yeah, there's that too, yeah. So you want me to go see the Confederacy so if we can see if they'll, yeah, help us out with this. No, I'll go with you. I do have some dealings with pirates, so... What?
I have a request.
What?
So we've got about 35 minutes left in the stream. If I'm correct, we should make it to the end of the middle point between the next quest. Try to get through this quest in the next cutscene. I'm not sure. I can't remember how long this quest specifically is, the conscripts one.
Okay.
But I know the next one is basically go to a place, go into a cutscene, and then unlock a trial.
Okay. So should I finish this quest and stop then?
Finish this quest, and then we'll see where we are for time.
Okay. Okay.
Because I'm not sure how long this quest is. That's the thing.
Gary, I don't think it matters at this point. They're also Doman, 1, and 2. We need to do everything we can to fix what's going on currently. So I don't think that if anybody questions it, he's going to be like, "Oh, it's official Doman business," and they'll be like, "Oh, yes, Lord Hein, I understand." Like, come on. Exactly what you're expecting Asahi to do, to be honest, just murder the hostages before exchanging them. Yeah. He's got a game plan, and the game plan was always, I'm going to keep them on the back foot. Like, they're never going to get what they want. I'm going to get everything I want. We're going to start another fucking war. That was always his plan. Like, you don't need, again, you don't need a lot of brain cells to see this. So, like...
I will say, though, this is something that I'm going to say, having played through the rest of the patch content. Asahi's plan was fucking flawless. I'm not going to say why, but no matter what happened, he wins.
Did he count on me being there?
Yes.
Yeah, we might have to do 6 side quests for them before they actually agree to do anything with us again. I'm still butthurt from when they made us do like 4 or 5 side quests for the Confederacy, only for them to say, "No, we still don't accept what you're saying. There's no possible way we can fight the Empire."
Jimmy, I promise 4.4 is good.
Well, see, the thing about 4.4, I know about the dungeon from 4.4. At the very least, I know the final boss of the dungeon of 4.4. It's a direct Final Fantasy IV reference, and that's why I'm going in on Dark Knight and Cole's going in on Dragoon. So that alone will be better than what we've been experiencing the past couple of patches. Just the dungeon alone referencing Final Fantasy IV will be enough for me to feel better. But it's going to take a little bit to get there.
Jimmy, I think you need to, like, take some breathing exercises, dude.
I'm going to need mental help by the time we're done with 4.3.
I mean, I know a psychologist.
I know. He's in stay-at-home. He's under stay-at-home orders right now, though, so he can't help me.
Man, fuck this quarantine.
By the way, I should mention, since we're, right here, well, you can barely see it. I can probably see it a little better if I go like this. Not much better. We haven't done anything with Heaven on High just yet. We are, however, again, planning on doing things with Palace of the Dead and finishing the whole thing up. Because, the thing about it is that, like, when SB first introduced me to Palace of the Dead as a part of the edit quests to get to floor 50 and do the stuff that was associated with that, I had no idea what Palace of the Dead was a reference to. When we get to floor 100, I will explain what it's a reference to, and I'm sure Todd will appreciate it quite a bit, because I know Todd knows what Palace of the Dead is a reference to. But, yeah, I'll explain what it's a reference to. But the point is, it's a reference from another RPG, like an old one, from my understanding. Yeah, it's a reference to another RPG, and I'll explain it when we get there. But we have to do the whole thing, that's why. We've already started it. And there's been enough points, like that one point in Namdapur Keep where someone was laughing in the void and we didn't know what it was. I guess it could have been Diablos, but I'm choosing to think it was something else coming from Palace of the Dead, and that's why we're going to floor 100. So basically, we're going to do that, and then I'm not sure if we're going to do anything with Heaven on High on screen. I'm going to have to think about that for Shadowbringers, or if I just want to do it off screen. But yeah, we'll do something with it later, maybe. I don't know. I know everything I want to do up to the end of Stormblood, and after that it's a big nebulous void, so... Well, actually, no, we're asking for the help of a ship. I mean, that's fair. This is the situation. It's an awful one. We need your help. Am I, oh, okay, I'm still going on Discord, okay. I wasn't sure if I lost my voice on Discord again. I had to DC and Reese. Yeah, and Coles is working too, so that's good. Yeah, that.
Okay, so you only have to do one small thing, and then there's another cutscene after this, Jimmy.
Okay.
And then we have the next quest, and I kind of hope we can get through this part, because the next cutscene's long, but I'd be willing to go a little bit overtime on stream specifically to watch it, because I like that cutscene.
Well, should I go... Again, should I go through just this quest, or should I get into the next quest?
Get into the next quest, because the next quest is literally just go to a place, talk to a person, cutscene, unlock trial.
Okay, so you want me to unlock the trial and then stop? Is that what you want me to do? Okay.
I feel like that'll be a good stopping point.
Okay. Even though, you know, we have to... Is there a sanctuary nearby when I go and unlock the trial? That's my question.
Good question. We'll find out.
Oh boy. I knew this resistance was going to be met here, so... Allie say they're pirates. They don't think of doing the right thing first. Yeah. She knows a pirate. She knows me. You'd think she'd be used to this by now. Granted, I don't think like most other pirates, but it's pretty common.
Although I can't really blame Alise for exploding there. She's up to her fucking... She's
had it at this point, because this is exactly what she faced the last time we had to do 6 side quests for them, and then they still told us to piss off. So... Oh, okay, well so you had blackmail this whole time, Heinz, so you could have led with that. See, he knows how this pirate business works, apparently. He has to be, he's the lord, so, of Doma. So you guys need more pirates. Well, considering the fact that they were, you know, prisoners of war, basically, that would make them, you know, well-equipped to handle this. Okay, good. Good. See, that was our mistake the last time. We didn't bring any blackmail with us when we were first dealing with these pirates. That's why we had to do 6 side quests for them to tell us to piss off anyway. So, yeah.
I'm convinced this entire quest was literally just a hard reference to that. Since, you know, the patch content seems bound and determined to both sadden us and piss us off.
So you want me to go for a swim in order to make sure this is... Alright, fine.
I mean, to be fair, Jimmy, this is just a swim.
Yeah, and to be fair also, Alice and I are perfectly capable of seeing the bottom half of the ship for however long it takes because we have the Blessing of Water, so...
Thanks, Sorbonne.
Sorbonne's just been coming through with this Blessing of Water thing this whole time, hasn't he? Yeah, I'll say. Oh, God. I'm glad they could find a sense of humor in all this, because I'm just seething rage over here.
All you're thinking is, the next time I see Asahi, I'm going to skin him alive and hang him on Doma Castle.
I mean, I've been thinking that since the beginning, or at the end of patch 4.2, so... He always comes prepared, that Lord Hein. Unless the plot demands that he doesn't, in which case, well...
I will say, that's the one thing I've noticed, having played through the patch content a second time. It really seems like they were just like, hey, everybody's going to have no brain cells and propel the plot. Like, for fuck my life. The one thing that I don't understand is how they would have done this if everybody didn't have any brain cells. Like, I get it. They wanted to resurrect Yotsuyu and do terrible things and make her a sympathetic character. But, like, I feel like there's a way to do this with nobody losing brain cells.
With Yotsuyu, I'm not so sure. If they just, like, here's another thing they could have done, is they could have just, as a reference to the terrible mistakes they made with Yotsuyu, they could have brought in Asahi and had him be everything they wanted Yotsuyu to be. He could have been their second chance with Yotsuyu, and then they wouldn't have had to worry about contriving her back into existence to do this whole thing. And the thing is he's not related to her by blood, but he's about the closest thing you get to her without being actual her. So,
I will say though, I misspoke earlier when I was talking about what they should have done with Yotsuyu. I can talk a little bit more about it. What I personally think they should have just done is basically, like, you've been bringing to light a lot of my ideas. Like, Gosetsu's back from the dead. There's a burial for Asahi. Or actually, not Asahi, Yotsuyu. Asahi shows up to the funeral because, it's her brother. He's not going to just say fuck it and not show up to the funeral.
Right.
And to just slowly have Asahi evolve into everything they wanted Yotsuyu to be. And then he's just like right at the end, like, oh yeah, my plan all along was never to have peace between our two empires. I'm going to do the thing that I do in the next quest by using my sister's body, because at the end of the day, she was just a pawn.
Yeah. See, I don't know. I feel like, again, this patch, I think these two patches would have been better if Yotsuyu hadn't been here, period. Like, if she had stayed dead. Like, and I would have missed Gosetsu, sure, but is it worth bringing him back to life to deal with this? No. Not at all. His sacrifice was heroic, and it gave his character completion and meaning in the way that Musosai received completion and meaning in the level 60 Samurai quest. Bringing him back for this makes that feel meaningless, and that's part of the problem, isn't it? A lot of what's happened in 4.2 and 4.3 makes a lot of the shit that we did in Stormblood regular feel meaningless, and from a plot writing perspective anyway. So, now granted, one of those things I can't talk about in character yet because it's Zenos being back somehow, but we'll get to that when we get to that, I'm sure.
At least the reason for him being back is fucking understandable in the world we're in. Instead of just saying, oh, there's a Garlean weave. No, there's an actual reason why he's back. Okay, and it's in canon and understandable.
Well, I'm glad they had some forethought to actually think of a reason before bringing him back. Because they didn't have that here.
I feel like what they were trying to do with all this patch content was literally just, hey, we don't like the way Stormblood turned out. Give us another chance. And they fucked it up. And then they were like, okay, 2 strikes, you're out. You're done. And then they brought in Shadowbringers writers.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, there's a little crack on the port side of the bow. Yep. It's a good thing I know all those shipwriting words because I'm from the Maelstrom, so.
Damn pirates.
What? I'm surprised your clothes are already dry there, Hein. I mean, mine are quick drying because they made them this way, but you've been wearing the same outfit forever. I was surprised. Especially with all the fur on it, like you'd think that would never get dry. Meanwhile, the shipwright's like, is that Lord Hein? Oh my god! So likely this, the shipwright here, Ihanashi, if that's how his name's pronounced, he probably, the conscripts that the prisoners were trying to exchange might include his parents, so.
I'm not gonna lie, I actually like this scene. Because it's just like, hey, the Confederacy finally gets flushed out a little bit. Like, there's little things in this patch content that I fucking love.
Yes.
Like all of 5.1.
I agree. There have been, the thing about it is there have been little hints at relatability in characters and good character moments in 4.2 and 4.3. And again, it was why I originally thought, okay, maybe there's more to Asahi than this, because 4.1 was good. And then 4.2, there was that little hint of potential. But it just, I don't know. There's pieces, right? There's bits and pieces that I enjoy. It's just the overall that's pissing me off.
It's the overall that's pissing you off, and all I'm thinking is, like, Asahi could have been such a better character if his motivation was not, please top me, Zenos.
No, I mean, I think, honestly, I think that, again, would have been fine as his motivation, whatever. If he has a hard-on for Zenos, he has a hard-on for Zenos, big deal. Just bringing his sister back as the means to introduce him and his flaws is the part that's giving me a conniption. So they hit the fuck go back button and it got even worse instead. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. And again, I want to be completely, perfectly clear. This is my opinion. You can have the utmost respect for this game. That is your opinion, and I will respect it. I am not trying to tell anybody to have a different opinion about this. I'm simply expressing that I am not happy with this.
See, the funny thing is, like, I agree with you. I've, like, playing through this patch content a second time, I've given suggestions and things that I like here and there, but I agree bringing Yotsuyu back was a bad move. But I also understand what they were trying to do with it, and because of something that's going to happen in the next quest, like, the game gave me one of my favorite trials of all time. So I just have to think to myself, what would have been better? Losing out on the chance for a trial like this with all the fuel and stuff that happens during it, versus not bringing her back from the dead. And all I'm thinking to myself is like, what's better in this situation? What do I take from this, and what would I get away? How would I do this?
Mm-hmm.
Because I like 4.2 and 4.3 are like the things that I don't like about this patch content. 4.1, 4.4, and 4.5 are fucking amazing in my opinion. 4.4 is the turn in the road this game needed after the patch content.
Mm-hmm.
Because like I said, it just violently assaults you with a lead pipe and does not let up.
By the way, I just want to mention, while Cole was talking about that whole thing, I don't want to gloss over it because it's important. Everything that was in that cutscene right there with the Hinashi and Rasho and everything, 10 out of 10, perfect. That's exactly what I want to see from the characters here. The relatability of the characters, feeling like, and Rasho was basically saying, oh, well, the kid there, yeah, if his parents are among there, I'm going to let him leave the pirate life because he reminds me of me when I was his age. And it's like, that's perfect, man. Why can't you just keep doing that? That's all I need, just that little bit.
I finally understand what my problem with Stormblood is. There is patches of potential, sometimes massive patches of potential, like there's swaths of it, but it's buried in all of this bad writing and cliche bullshit, and all I'm thinking to myself is like, I want to enjoy the good, but I don't know if the bad's going to come around the next corner and ruin it.
Yeah.
Like, the entire fucking last section of Stormblood was amazing. We were making actual progress. We were retaking countries.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm just like, I can't fucking... I'm very indifferent to Stormblood and the patch content at this point because there's so much good and there's so much bad. It's difficult to say whether I like it or not.
See, this is why I said it was all right, is that the things that I like about Stormblood in general, now this is including both... What?
Keep scrolling.
Oh, okay. The things that I like in Stormblood in general, I really like. Like, the music's great, the every dungeon so far has been very good, from my understanding, or at the very least good. The trials have been fantastic. The parts of the story that I liked were really good. But the parts that I don't like about Stormblood are so egregiously bad that it makes me like want to turn the game off. Like, it's so easy to see the problem and it just doesn't get fixed in a lot of cases, and I just, oh my god.
See, the fuck thing is, I had a polar opposite opinion as Jimmy. I liked Stormblood a lot. I liked the patch content a lot, but playing through it again, you start to see the holes.
Mm-hmm.
Like, on your first playthrough, like most people like myself, I love this game. So you have ruby tinted glasses on the first time you can play through a new patch, especially when it's your very first experience with it. Having done it twice, I took the glasses off and started being critical.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I think that's the difference, is that I can see that from the first go. You know what I mean? Like, I usually, I don't try to scrutinize in these sorts of cases, and if I was doing this off screen, I don't think I'd have nearly the amount of scrutiny that I have here. But the problem is that I'm doing it on screen at the point where taking that critical eye makes things, I think, a little more entertaining than just, okay, good. Like, if you remember from last year, somebody wanted me to do a video for E3 2019. And, like, most videos about E3 are usually people exploding with hype, right? And I made that video because I thought it'd be fun, right? Like, I was just like, okay, whatever, I'll make an E3 2019 video, no big deal. I made the video, and there was no hype, because I don't get hype for those things anymore. So it just doesn't happen. So that's
an issue that I have with my brother that has gone unresolved for years. I've tried to get him excited about things. It's fucking impossible. A game could be coming out that he was excited for when he was younger, like Kingdom Hearts 3 or something to that effect. He refuses to let hype consume him.
It's not a refusal, it's just not there.
But honestly, still, like, I just feel like you don't get excited about anything anymore, Jimmy. Like, for fuck's sake.
Video games, no, I don't really get excited about them anymore. I think I'm just too jaded from the rest of the world, from all the experiences I've had. But also, here's another thing, too. It's not just jaded that's keeping me from being excited. It's also the fact that at this point I have a gallery of video games that I have not played on screen for YouTube that I know I want to go back for. So I feel like, almost like I feel like I'm playing catch up. I have to play catch up and get to all the games I want to play before I can start including these new experiences in here. And that's why I have the suggestions list. It's because other people can suggest games that I might not think of, and then I can go play them and be like, okay, this is a new experience. We're going to go into it completely blind and see how it goes. I'm open to that idea, and that's where it doesn't necessarily get me hyped or excited, but it does allow me to have those new experiences that I might not have otherwise. So that's what that's all about. Also, Cole, I know what you said. I know you said go through the cutscene, but this actually seems like a good stopping point because the exchange is about to happen. We have but a single thing left to do. We have to get through this exchange and see how this all goes with Yotsuyu and Sahi and the exchange of the prisoners. How poorly is this all gonna go? I think we all know the answer to that already. Oh, there goes Ruby Carbuncle. Bye, Ruby Carbuncle. But if we don't know the answers to that, we're gonna find out on the next episode of Final Fantasy XIV Stormblood, the Stream Edition. When we'll do the exchange, and the worst, I'm sure, will come, and I will pop a fucking vein in my head. Okay. Yes, we will get me to play Danganronpa someday. I know. I gotta do it one of these days. We'll get there, I'm sure.
Please don't destroy my brother's feels. Don't make him do that. Don't put him through that.
It's on the suggestions list. It's already too late, Cole.
I'm a mod. I can say something about that.
No, you can't. You can't change that. That's not part of your modular powers. I'm sorry, brother, but you have no power over the suggestions list. It is as it wills. Anyway.
In that case, taking $100 donuts to get him to play Danganronpa faster using my power.
Oh my god. Thank you for watching, everybody. I appreciate you coming out to Twitch and YouTube to check out the stream. I'm going to end this before Cole incriminates himself even more. We'll see you all on Tuesday at 4:30 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time so we can continue this train wreck of a plot. Until then, take care and have a good night.
Peace.
Are you going into whatever we're going into on Summoner?
Yes.
Okay, hold on a moment. Okay, it already was. Okay. I just had to make sure that something was a specific way for when we do this, because Cole has told me that there's a very specific thing that needs to happen on screen, so we're gonna see that in a little bit. Anyway, yeah, take care, everybody. We'll be back on Tuesday. Bye.